What it do, y'all? It's DJ Slick Daddy from the Limelight, here to tell you about the hottest bar on the West Bank, After Dark Sports Bar, 419 LaPelco Boulevard in Gretna. Come check us out on Monday for steak and oyster night. Thursday, free seafood night. Friday, 3-for-1 happy hour. Saturdays, ladies night, and always open for parties. And then Sunday, Saint Sunday, Older but Goodie Sunday. Come find out what is hidden for at After Dark Sports Bar, 419 LaPelco Boulevard in Gretna. Doors open at 6, 12 p.m. on Sundays. After Dark is a non-smoking atmosphere.
Oh man. Well, everybody, this is Big Homie here, where you can catch me out on Facebook at Henry HeyYoU Singleton, or you can catch me on Twitter at HeyYoU15, babe.
Yeah, you know me, just a people person right here. I ain't got no Twitter, nothing like that, so you can look me up on Facebook at Patrick Slim Goody Jones.
It's your boy Fred. Look, you can check me out on Twitter at BFredJones, baby.
Yeah, this is G with G Sports, man. You catch me on Twitter, G_paid_in_full08.
Pay me the money. Money, money, money.
Only on the New Orleans Talk Network. Listen, I'm your boy Fred.
Coach Hurricane.
You on the coach, baby?
Look, man, look. Look, after. Yeah, I was Hurricane here, but after careful consideration from the panel and the producer, you know, they told me to let everybody know that I don't just say coach, you know, that I actually do coach high school football. So, you know, I just went ahead and just put it all together. Coach Hurricane here.
Hurricane. No, baby.
Look, even though
Higgins pride,
even
baby.
though Higgins is down, I'm a proud alumni.
Why can't be Coach Warrior?
Hurricane, baby. He's a hurricane.
My diploma say Hurricane. But my state championship ring might say Warrior. But you know that's too far.
That's too
One
far.
game at a time. One game at a time.
Listen, welcome everyone. This is FanView Real Fans Talk Sports. For anybody who's first time tuning into the show, this is a talk show about sports. It is football season. It is football season down here in the Wall, and we got a lot to talk about, folks. That we do. You know, the Saints are 0-2 now, and we started the show last week talking Saints, and we're gonna start the show again talking Saints football. We got a lot of commentary for you guys tonight. We're gonna talk maybe if we get a chance to get to a little basketball. Kyrie, we want to do a little interview on First Take. Big time. Boy. Kyrie, we got some footage. Kyrie's had to say.
He wrong for cutting his beard, too, like a little boy on TV. Like a little boy.
I got the beard cut right now, baby. Ain't no facial hair, no nothing.
But, man, he messing up his brand.
His brand?
His brand, man. You can't cut the beard off, man.
I understand.
Can't cut it off.
We got Marcus Spears, you know, on the SEC network. Got a message for a lot of LSU fans. We can get to that. We're going to talk about that. But we got a lot of talk about what coming out of the Saints right now. We got to talk about Sean Payton 0-2, being on a hot seat. You know, Drew Brees, you know, is he not to blame for this? We got Stephone being traded. I mean, got a lot going on here in New Orleans, folks. Got a lot going on here. But before we get ready to start,
Vaccaro got benched.
Know what that means? He's leaving.
We got a lot to talk about, folks. Listen,
A lot going on.
Before we get ready to start the show, we do this every time before we start. So we give a big shout-out salute to our armed forces, our military, our Army, our Navy, our Marines, our Air Force, Coast Guard, local fire department, local police department. A big shout-out salute to you guys for the services that y'all provide for us as citizens, and we give y'all a big round of applause. Salute. Thank you for what y'all do for us, man. We really, really, really appreciate it, man, since we're doing what y'all are able to do.
You did.
Now, we're going to open the show with the bang. If anybody want to tune into the show, again, it's 504-341-8255. Again, it's 504-341-8255. Or leave your comments on Facebook Live. Share this show on your page, because we about to get it popping. Again, this is FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports. Saints are off to an 0-2 start. Now the people,
not surprising.
but the people person was over there had a little rant, and y'all two last week, G Sports, Mr. Hurricane Hen,
Coach Hurricane.
Hurricane
man.
Hen,
Put some respect on the coach.
Put some respect on the name. Coach Hurricane Hen was telling us to pump the brakes. Now, we are on 2 after a blasphemous loss. I'm going to go that far. It was blasphemous. It started off 20-0 in the first quarter. And they kicked the field goal, and they was down 10-20, and then the game got out of hand. It was one time it was at 36-13, and the game was out of reach. Disregard the Kobe Flynn touchdown at the end of the game. It was irrelevant. It's for fantasy stats only. It was an embarrassing loss. So now week 2, a lot of fans in the Who That Nation calling for the seat. If you're on blogs, you're on Twitter, they calling for it. I mean, what 0-2 start is now is Sean Payton on the hot seat.
Look, he not on the hot seat. Make it Loomis should be on the hot seat for putting his roster together. You can't blame Sean Payton for not having the personnel, especially on defense, to be able to stop a mad Tom Brady coming off a loss. Okay? So, what we've been saying for the last 2-3 years, we don't have a pass rush. What was Tom Brady doing Sunday? He was back there patting.
In the pocket.
Patting. Patting. Man, people was able to go to the concession stand, get him a hot dog, come back, and he was still patting. And he just slicing all through our defense. Wow. People talking about our secondary. You can't expect, and I say this all the time, you cannot expect. I don't give a damn that Dion back there. I got that's Rod Woodson. It don't matter. You can't expect somebody to guard the best athletes in the world for 5 to 6 seconds. And we had 1 sack the whole game. One sack. The play when Gronk, when he threw the touchdown to Gronk, first of all, I don't know what the hell Dennis Allen think about Anzalone and sticking Gronk one-on-one. What did you think about? That's who should be on the hot seat.
Crackhead stuff.
Okay? And then Marcus Williams, they ain't want no part of him on that sideline. We ain't want no part of him. So why we keep talking about Payton being on the hot seat?
Because he the head coach.
This is what I'm gonna get to.
When he has a solid, it don't even have to be a top 5 defense. When he has a solid defense, the research shows the Saints are a playoff team. Go back and look at the facts.
This is what I said about it. I don't consider him being on a hot seat because in the NFL, these guys are realists. You know, like now, of course, like
right.
the media guys, the coaches, they got to say the right stuff to keep the fans involved because if the fans don't come, the team don't make no
right.
money. The team ain't making no money. They relocate. That's
right.
that's just a business part for it. But behind those closed doors, if you understand football, I know G said it. You even said it. I've said it. We expected to start off 0-2.
Yeah, but I didn't. It's how they lost.
Look, this is the thing. I get so look. As
A loss is a loss.
Being a coach, there's no such thing as an honorable.
Ain't no moral victories.
I understand that.
If you lose by
1 point
by last second Hail Mary like Florida beat Tennessee this weekend, or if you lose by 30 points like LSU.
Lost to Mississippi State
this weekend.
Embarrassed.
At the end of the day, it's not on the loss column. It don't say 1 with an asterisk. It just say 1.
Thank you.
You know that's just. I mean that's the if you beat a team by 30 points or if you beat a team by 1 point, it doesn't hold more weight. It just says 1. So at the end of the day, it's 14 more of these you got to play. You're gonna struggle the first 2. We knew it. Look, that Minnesota defense is a monster.
Okay.
That defense is a monster. It's gonna give everybody trouble this year.
Okay.
You get then you play probably the best team on paper, offensively wise, coming off of a loss, embarrassing loss.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled up some stat like when the last time the Patriots lost back to back. I think it's been like 10 years.
Yeah. This is something. This team that's something like that. Belichick as a coach, even if you check his stat back to his Cleveland Brown days, he didn't lose back-to-back games. That's just something that he just doesn't do.
Well, at the end of the day,
and Peyton was one of the best at it too. But the thing is, who team is better equipped to bounce back, the Patriots or the Saints?
So here's what I'm getting at, and I don't disagree 100. I actually 100% agree with what you're saying. But here's the problem that I'm going to have right now as this team. When Sean Payton originally became the head coach of this team, when you looked at if this team would have ever started, like, let's say, 09, 2008, 2010, 2011, if this team would have had an 0-2 start, we were saying based upon maybe about week 10, this was going to be a different team. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, they can bounce back from a two loss and kind of move forward. Even if they had to start at 0-2. There are a few teams in the NFL today. If they started off 0-2, like if the Patriots had to be 0-2, you know coming to the end of the season, that's going to be a different team. If the Packers started off 0-2, you know coming to the end of the season, that's going to be a different team. Atlanta's kind of starting to favor that, Mark, but they're not there. But you understand what I'm getting at?
No, you can't put Atlanta in
Pittsburgh
there.
is that kind of team. The way they're coached, if they had to start at 0-2, you know at the end of the season, they're going to be a team making the push. They're going to be a different football team.
It's the culture.
But that's the culture.
Culture, man.
Now I'm watching this Saints team, and I'm looking at 0-2, and I'm thinking as a fan, they done.
How? But I ain't
gonna go that far.
Honestly, how can you say that? When look at the district. I mean, look, not the district.
They got that coach Hurricane coming in.
Look at the division. The Panthers don't do nothing that scare you. The Panthers are just good defensively wise.
And Olsen is out for 6 to 8 weeks. Cam hurt his ankle Sunday, and he not gonna be 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
They still don't know.
It's still 2-0. But the way I hate to contradict myself, but the way they won 9-6.
I'm saying the way they went, like the way they won, like they're not striking. It's not like, man, look, we gotta watch out. Like the way they, like if this was the Chiefs we were playing this Sunday,
Okay.
I'll say, man, we 0-3. But this is not the Chiefs. I'm looking at a 2-0 Panthers team that could very easily one possession. They're 2 possessions away from being 0-2.
Okay.
Just like us. So you're not scared off right there. We played Tampa Bay damn good since they have James Winston. No matter what targets he has,
Okay.
we played Winston good. Okay, so you're looking at 2 favorable matchups. The only one that's like that's tilting the scale right now is because Atlanta's on paper right now is better than us. But it's a rivalry game, and that game always comes down to the last possession, especially in the past couple of years. Now, I'm
gonna read one of these comments real quick. I'm gonna let you get back to them. I'm gonna read one of these comments here. Scoot St. Clair says, "No more blame other people. First, the blame Rob Ryan and now Allen. The constant is Payton making the decision, so he's got to be held accountable. If they don't turn it around, he's got to go, bro."
Look. This is what I'm saying. Like,
Christopher Garrett says 0-3 Sunday about 3 p.m.
Look, this is what,
disrespectful.
This is what I'm saying.
Chris, you're bad, but
this is what I'm saying.
I'm feeling you right now.
But I'm looking at the dpositives. I'm looking at did y'all pay attention to the game?
I watched every bit of the game.
Who did Tom Brady target?
Who did he target?
Who did he target?
He targeted Philip Dorsett.
No. On the Saints defensive wise.
It looked like everybody.
I'm bringing something interesting up.
Okay, who's he targeting?
There's a rookie. There was 2 rookies starting for the Saints. 3 rookies.
Marcus Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Anzalone.
And Lattimore.
Okay, out of the 3 rookies, the 3 rookies got targeted 4 times. This is the best quarterback in the game.
Okay.
Right now. These quarterbacks look for rookies to feast on. He didn't target the rook. Look, he targeted Lattimore 1 time. He got Anzalone twice, and he got Marcus Williams on the check down. Now he targeted crap out of Vaccaro, got him benched.
Right.
Whoever else was
right.
Bell, whoever our third cornerback, like he didn't go after rookies, so he targeted the vets.
So you're putting this 0-2 start on his defense on the defense.
I'm putting the 0-2 start on the talent on the team. Look, I don't care. You can
You gotta blame somebody here for this 0-2 start.
No, you can't. Look, you just gotta call it what it is. Roman Corral, who's probably one of the best defensive minds that we've seen in our generation.
Okay.
You can put him on defense, calling plays, call a spade. Sean Payton is one of the best offensive minds that's in our generation. There's a reason why teams are willing to give a first round pick to give him. Right
now he can go for that first round because we ain't getting nothing for the ones we trade.
Listen, Fred, but listen, this is what I'm saying. You can have, like, those 2 guys could be offense and defensive coordinators. With the talent that's on this team, The talent on the team is no better than a 7-9 team. I mean, that's what it is.
Okay.
A reason why Gus Bradley gets fired in Jacksonville because the talent on that team is a playoff caliber team year in, year out.
So what you're suggesting is Mickey Loomis.
Look, I mean, all right, yeah,
he's the one drafting the talent.
I mean, let's just be.
That's who my gripe with.
Let's just be full.
My gripe is with Mickey Loomis.
Let's just be full on honest. Yeah, we praise Sean Payton a lot because he brought the Saints to Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Of course, like a fan base who never been to the mountaintop. We got one. We won for one for Super Bowls, and it's because of him. All right, but you look at not only the D coordinator that was there, but look at the talent that was on the team. Say what you want about Darren Sharp, but the boy he got Hall of Fame numbers. Mm-hmm. Say what you want about Jonathan Vilman, the boy got Hall of Fame numbers and is a Hall of Fame leader.
It was a great defense. It was
a great defense. It was a great offense. When you go from that to an even better team in 2010, the beast mode game got you, and then look at the talent ever since then. Your team is built by drafts. We missed on every draft pick except the last 2 drafts. That's saying something. When nobody's on your team that you drafted, not that you went out and got free agency, that you had the time when they called your name to pick whoever you want, 3,000 people that's eligible to pick, you pick this guy. He's not on your team.
That's problems.
And then the main problem is not that they're not even on your team. These guys not even in the league. Well, that's the biggest problem.
But Brandon Cook's in the league.
Yeah, all right. Brandon Cook's in the league. Kenny Stills in the league. Name me somebody else that the Saints drafted outside of them two in the past couple of years that's still in the league, that's not on this team, that we drafted.
I can't think off the top of the dome.
The last person that you could really say, and he just retired, Rob Ninkovich. And he's
Akeem Hicks we had, but he was a 3rd-round pick.
Akeem Hicks.
That was our earliest pick that year. We didn't have a 1st or 2nd round pick.
But let me get some of the comments. He said, Scoot Sinclair says, bro, it's almost time for Peyton to go. You can't blame Rob Ryan anymore. You can't blame Allen. It's Peyton at this time. He's been the constant and the non-running game calls in and out with the running backs. He's ultimately makes all the decisions, so ignoring the D is an excuse.
No. Mickey Loomis, the GM drafts the people.
And
that's just what it is.
But Defin Terrence Moore said, Vaccaro definitely getting exposed. You see what I'm saying?
They keep talking about Vaccaro, but you're not using Vaccaro to his skill set. He's never been a safety that can play deep thirds or play over the top that has good range. He's good around the box.
Rob Ryan showed you that his rookie year.
You have to use Vaccaro in a Palomalu role where he's around the box. Running backs coming out the backfield, tight ends. Yeah, I mean, Gronk is just a different beast, so you can't ask him to stick Gronk. So we can't use that as a good example. But that's when Vaccaro is at his best, when he's around the box, blitzing, covering running backs out the backfield, just playing in that curl or flat area. That's his role. Stop putting this guy deep thirds. You saw what happened on a touchdown pass to who was it? They threw a corner and he was wide open. Vaccaro couldn't get over the top. He doesn't have good range. We gotta stop putting these players in position that they're not good at. Stephone Anthony, Lord.
Went from middle linebacker to weak to strong.
This is one of my favorite picks from 2 years ago. His rookie year, he played the mic. He had over 100 tackles. Had a damn good rookie year. Why in the hell would you move this guy to the weak side? I can't understand it. Why? Because then Allen want somebody to fit what he won't do. How about you start getting these players to fit or get these players in a scheme that fits their attributes, that fits their skill set. He's a Mike linebacker. He's not a weak side linebacker. He's not a strong side linebacker.
He looked confused and he looked out of place, which means he wasn't able to use the athleticism that he'd be able to do because he's out of position.
Right, and you go get Manti Te'o and A.J. Klein. Don't get me wrong; those guys are good, serviceable linebackers. Good rotational.
Got Laurinaitis originally, and they that's why they moved him away, which made no sense to me.
Laurinaitis, I mean, that's what I'm saying. The deals, the people that learned that Mickey Loomis is bringing in, it just don't make no damn sense. Manti Te'o.
You know what? I just thought about too. We drafted Malcolm Jenkins, and Mickey Loomis didn't re-sign him.
And then we gave all the money to Jared Bird. So
DJ Slick Dad says, and I go back to your point. He says this falls on the front office. Ricky Brashner Jr. says Loomis, sorry as hell. Brashear.
Put some respect on his name.
Put some respect on his name. Brashear says, hey, listen, Loomis is sorry as hell. Mickey and the whole scouting department got to go.
Watch if the Dolphins move him. I'm pretty sure the Dolphins gonna put Stephone Anthony at the mic.
Yeah.
Watch how good he gonna look.
But you know why?
Watch how good he gonna look.
You know why? Because they drafted Raekwon McMillan, and he's on the outside.
Thank you.
You got Kiki Alonso. He's on the other outside.
Thank you.
You weak in the middle.
It's gonna work out.
Lawrence
perfect.
Timmons is taking absences out of personal reasons, but not telling the team. So you make the deal here to go ahead and get Stephone Anthony.
No, I'm not. But hear what I'm saying, fans. Hear what I'm saying. I'm not oblivious to the fact that if we change the GM, we're going to have to change the coach. This is the reason why. GM and coach goes hand in hand. Like coach and quarterback goes hand in hand. Like it's tough for a new coach to start with a quarterback that's not his guy.
Correct.
Like, especially if this coach is proven, or vice versa. If either one of them is proven, and then you bring in somebody that don't speak the same language, it's tough. So GM, because the reason why I say you got to have a new GM, because if you bring a new GM and a new coach at the same time, if you bring in a GM, let's say, who don't have a ring, and you sit him down with Sean Payton, look, this is what I do, this is how I got this is what I need, such.
Or young GM.
And he has a mindset like, well, look, this is how I want to build a team. They're going to clash, and it's going to show in the finished project. You got to get somebody that's on the same board. Like, the reason why I think the 49ers did something good, they brought in John Lynch and Shanahan, and these guys was on the same page. Like, they were speaking the same languages. They knew they was going to be sorry for a little while. Let's try to get some pieces. Let's set up for the future, and then let's make a run in 2 or 3 years. So you need that situation. So if we let go Loomis, eventually Payton will have to go. So I say if Benson knows if Benson listens to the fans and say, you know what, it's over, Loomis. As much as I love you, it's you done on the football operation side. You can stay with the Pelicans, but football, you're done.
But what role does he have with the Pelicans? I thought Dale Demps.
He's the president, so he's over everything. Like he signs off on what Dale does. He doesn't do the day-to-day operation. That's Dale's job.
Man, Christopher Garrett crazy said, who that done for the year? Let's start looking forward to the Pelicans and the squad.
We lose Sundays, right? This is why we lose Sunday.
But I do say this:
I'm just sorry.
You wait and see what you can get for Sean Payton. He's still on the contract, so you can still legally trade him. Trade him. Don't just let him walk. Don't just fire him, not get nothing back. Because you fire him, he's gonna get a job like that. So go ahead and trade him. Get something back from him. Get rid of GM and start brand new GM, new coach, and
I just think that
let's roll.
I'm with you 100% on that, on Coach M. But I think we just like G said. I think if you start off 0-3. I think you let him finish out what he started this year. But you don't fire him, but I think you don't fire him. But I think we know
all season you gotta have it. Like,
there's gonna be a change, and he needs to know that. I think you let him finish out what he started, because you got to realize that right now, for people who do not know, the Saints are third in total offense yards. They're second in passing yards on offense,
which is misleading.
Very
misleading.
Drew Brees is third in the NFL passing.
When you behind the whole damn game, you throwing the ball 40 times a game, you gonna have a lot of yards.
It's very misleading. And a lot of people doesn't think, well, how they 0-2? Well, all these yards are coming in garbage time when the game is out of reach.
But then I also wonder, like, do people actually really watch the game?
No, we got a bunch of people that Sports Center watches.
Because
Box score, baby.
I mean, look,
Sports Center watches, highlight watches.
You can't say Sean Payton got to run the ball if the defense goes on the field first, and then they get scored on, and then the offense, we move the ball, but we can't get a score. Then the defense go back on the field and they get scored on again. You can't run the ball back in the game.
I will say this
on the NFL level.
I'll agree with you to this point. When they went down 20-10, that next possession, New England didn't score a touchdown. I don't know if it was a 3-and-out, but they ended up getting the Saints back to the ball. The momentum kind of showed that it changed somewhat in that game. At that point in time, I think you can start to establish somewhat. It was still the second quarter, meaning that this game is not out of hope, it's not out of reach. Hey, look, if you can start establishing that run and maybe go down even kicking the field goal, going to 13-20, you said, okay, this game is in manageable difference.
But also they get the ball. They got the ball. That the Patriots was getting the ball coming out the half. So you had a field goal.
That's what I was thinking about.
A field goal wasn't the option. You had to. And to keep it, to be honest, to keep it within striking range, you had to get a touchdown, go into the half, like, all right, if the defense just hold to a field goal, we score again, then we a field goal away, from being.
I'm not relying on their defense. What I am going to say is,
but I'm saying, but like it went to your rationale, like a field goal don't help you. Like a field goal at that point really don't help you, especially when they get the ball coming back.
I looked at these numbers. The Saints are like ranked in like 27th in time of possession on offense. Even though offensively, you see these numbers and you're saying to yourself, wow. But from a time of possession standpoint, they're ranked down at the bottom of the league. What I'm saying is, when you're down, like in that game on Sunday, when you're down 20-10 and you get that ball back, maybe if you run the football and take some time at the clock, you give your defense a breather. You cannot be time of possession being the bottom 10 of the league and expect to win football games.
Well,
it's lopsided.
You got two type of coaches. You got a coach like Bill O'Brien who will say, you know what, it's 2010. You know what I'm saying? We'll run it, punt, and I got the defense that can get me back in the game.
Sean Payton thinking otherwise.
They got the defense. Sean Payton,
thinking like, man, we got to score.
Because look, that's and all honestly, if the offense is clicking and the defense is sorry as hell, look, we seen in the past couple years the defense been like the worst in NFL history, and just by the offense putting up 29, 35 points a game, we in striking range at the end. That's how, you know what I'm saying, each coach got a different game, got a different mindset. And Sean Payton has shown us that if he has a lead, if he's up, he has no problem handing that sucker off. But you got to get him to that point.
Well, I don't disagree with that. I just think that you still have to establish at some point in time when momentum starts to turn. Even that Minnesota game, man, up to 4 minutes left in that third quarter, that game was 6-3. You're not running the football. You have to, at some point in time, help your defense out by establishing time of possession. And what they've been good at in the past is winning on third down, which they're not doing this year in these first two games.
Remember what I said last week? Look who's out. Look who's suspended. His guy that converts the third down for him.
I'm with you on that, but at some point in time, you got players in the field that need to execute. Listen, you're not using Mark Ingram the way you used him last year. You're not running Adrian Peterson for what you brought him in for. And I have no knock on Alvin Kamara. I think he's done a great job. I think he's going to be a solid back. I think he's a guy who had a backfield. I've seen him beat a lot of linebackers, even in that Patriots game. But at the present moment of time, it seems like that's what you're targeting and that's what you're trying to put out there. And at some point in time, you got to start using your all-pro back who run up into the Pro Bowl last year for you, and you got to use this Hall of Fame back a little bit more than what you think you need to use it.
I agree.
And that's just the way it is.
The whole thing about the game, the first quarter is where it got out of hand.
Yep.
That's where it got out of hand. We would have started off better than what we did. This game gonna come down to the wire because the Patriots only scored 6 points in the second half.
Right.
That's
Two
right.
field goals. The turning point of the game to me was the touchdown pass Teddy getting dropped.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it was a good play by Jones, the cornerback. The way he played through the hands, it was a good play by him.
He still
but
should've-
I still think he should have caught that ball. That was a turning point, and then Sean Payton keeps the offense out there, make it seem like he's about to go for it. I'm like, this man, drop your nuts.
Yeah.
Drop your nuts all on the line right here. We can't stop these people. We got to score.
You try to draw them off.
You try to draw them on sides, and then you punk out. Your nuts get a little tighter.
Yep.
And then you send the field goal team out there and they kick the field goal.
You know what's crazy? And this is gonna get a little off subject, but it's gonna stay in. If people don't understand how good Romo was, I know we talk about how much he, because of what he did in clutch situations is highlighted more than what he did throughout the regular game. But if you don't think this kid knows football, you sad mistake because he immediately called. I enjoyed
his commentary.
And he's calling everything. Oh, they gonna run the smash. Like if I'm there right now, I'm running the smash route with Coleman and get Kamara on the scene. Oh, look at that, bam, right there. And then he seen them come out in the iPhone, and he immediately say Drew Brees under the center. Oh, they're trying to draw him offside, like instantly. So if a commentator who's done with the game and only knows, like he can read a defense but doesn't know the technicalities of a defense,
great commentary, bro.
What the hell you think Bill Belichick is thinking when he sees under center? Shit, me. Hey, anybody jump, you cut. You jump, you cut.
Right.
You jump, you cut.
And I'm going to tell you something, though. I'm going to tell you what's going to come from this. Because he's going to have a great broadcasting career for the rest of this year. You know what's going to happen? I give him 2 years at the best in the commentary as commentating. somebody on offense job just like John Lynch.
Yep.
Because
How he see the game.
he obviously showed you his football mind, his IQ, his
IQ.
understanding of defenses, not just offense, but defenses, packages, personnel, route combinations, how they sugar in their coverage, which means disguise your coverages.
I thought John Lynch was in the booth. No offense, like in the back. I thought John Lynch was in the back. That's Romo.
Romo did
He
did a hell of a- he did a great job.
He did a hell of a job.
Jonathan Diggs say stop ducking him.
Man, ask Jonathan Diggs what his record is against me in Madden.
Jonathan Diggs, what's your record in Madden, son? You can't be
It's
ducking.
bad.
It's bad.
Man, put it on out there. Either you want me to type it or I'll type it.
Again,
Anybody that's watching the show live, I'm a dog in that Madden. I'm nice. I'm smashing everybody. I tweet all the time. I need some comp.
Trouble. You know,
Put your gamer tag in the
the
comments.
The number, if you want to call into the show, is 504-341-8255. 504-341-TALK. We're talking Saints football. Folks.
No.
What up, Buck? What up, Buck?
Now
Who's the blame here?
Now here's the
Who in the hot seat?
Now here's the question. Here's the
Who seat lit, Hen?
Who-
Coach Hen? Who lit?
hot seat. Like talking about NFL
Hot
right
seat.
now.
No, Saints.
Make it Loomis.
I'm saying like I said earlier. Honestly, I don't care how this seat which I don't think is going to happen. But we can win these next 14 games, go to the playoffs and everything. And I still think the way the fan base,
We all in the Cousy, then.
the way the fan base is I think they like the love-hate relationship with Peyton. Like everybody's blaming Peyton and not realize is Peyton gonna deserve the blame? Yeah, rightfully so, because he's the head coach. Win, lose, or draw, it all comes down to the head coach. That's part of the job. So
I just think we give enough passes.
He's gonna get that rep, but I just think that the fan base, has washed their hands with Peyton. So if
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think so. I think that we're sick of the 7-9 season.
We don't have a good product out there.
No.
Right.
See,
You can't blame Sean Payton for that.
No, I say fans, not people that understand football, the logistics, the numbers, what's out there versus what I mean, look, when your best cornerback that's available to play right now is a rookie, and you got 4 vets in that group, that's bad. Not no knock on Marshawn Lattimore, but that's bad when your best guy is a rookie. When these guys got 5-6 years in the league, these supposed to be master craft. When you still have yet to find another guy to rush the pass outside of Cam Jordan, you're gonna burn this guy out. You killing what could be. I'm not saying
and Cam Jordan had a good game too.
Am I saying he's having Pro Bowl? A Hall of Fame caliber career? You don't know, because if you don't put somebody over on the opposite side that deserve it, you wearing this guy out. He's giving you everything he got. He never missed a game.
Durable.
Since he played. He never says nothing bad about the team, no matter what moves. Even if he's unhappy, he's still upbeat and he still plays hard for you. And you're wearing your best defensive player out because you don't give him no help. Now, can we blame Sean Payton for what happened to Nick Fairley? No, that's something that we didn't know was happening. But I tell you what, if Nick Fairley was on this D-line, it's a whole different game.
Whole different game.
Whole different ballgame.
But you still missing that pass rusher.
Yeah, but see, they had that rush with Fairley, and they showed you toward the end of the season last year.
Rankins.
With Fairley and Rankin together in that middle, they couldn't afford to double team on the outside.
It's been invisible.
Yeah, he's been non-existent.
But
it's tough.
When you the only guy.
Thank you.
When you the only guy in the middle.
Well,
When they can double team Cameron Jordan with or chip him with a backyard tight end and double team Sheldon Ring with the guard in the center, and everybody else getting one-on-one matchups, and you can't win. Key gets a sack against a goddamn running back.
Well, again, at some point in time, that's the product, and they got to figure that stuff out. Manlo Marketer, mind you if I butcher your last name. He said all we should be talking right now is when firing coming down. 4 years of the same start offs. Talking long homies, talking long up on homies, for real, who that? I mean, at some point in time, Donald Jones says the wide receivers don't run precision routes.
Position routes. I don't know.
Precision routes. Brees throws to the spot, and they're off to another location.
You know what?
I don't disagree with that.
Nah.
And Tim Buck says, as we said before, Payton is too predictable.
But
I mean, honestly, guys,
It's starting to appear predictability.
What do
when
you
you're down, you're gonna become predictable.
when you can't stop nobody and your only chance is to score? You go into a 4-minute offense.
Listen.
How many people run the ball out of a 4-minute
and
offense?
people don't understand when they go into a game, and I know Sean Payton does this. They have a script.
Right. The first 15 plays.
We got a script.
No, it's not 15.
It's just 15.
You
Like the first quarter, this our script.
Yeah.
But when you get down 20-3,
The script gone.
the script is gone. Now you gotta
You gotta
improvise
go-
and
you gotta go to-
and do this on the fly now.
You gotta go to go-to plays right now.
Yeah,
You eat up your playbook right away. You can't even set people up no more.
Yeah, and this is my whole thing though. Like even though we 0-2, and it disgusts me, and when the Saints lose, bro, it messes up my whole goddamn week. I gotta duck phone calls. I gotta duck text messages. When I go into these businesses, I gotta duck these people because they want to talk about my Saints. Okay, so it messes my whole goddamn week up. But I did take some positives from the game. I'm not gonna just talk all bad about the Saints. And the positive, I'm talking about players. Anzalone, even though he had a tough matchup with Gronk, I love Anzalone. He's solid on the sideline. He played hard. I love his football IQ. I think he's going to be a damn good player in this league. I like Anzalone. Cam Jordan, we already know. Cam Jordan gets 110% every damn play. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting double team, triple team, and he's still making plays. A couple times he blew up a couple running plays when the Patriots tried to run the ball.
Right.
I love what Cam Jordan bringing to the table. Marcus Williams, he had a couple of meltdowns. You expect that from a rookie, but I like what I'm saying from Marcus Williams.
A lot of miscues,
I think
but
he's gonna.
He almost had that pick.
Yeah,
we should.
yeah.
That was tough.
At 12 men on the field.
Yeah.
He had a damn good game Sunday. He got to change his number though. 43 is not looking good on him. You look good, you play good. He got to change number 43. Brandon Coleman. Brandon Coleman looked like he's trying to take a step.
He had a big time reception down the sideline.
I'm not trying to ordain him as the next one to be a good receiver in New Orleans. I'm just saying he took that next step to make me feel like, okay, maybe you might have a future with us.
I still don't trust him.
I don't know. Kobe Fleener. I would love to see Sean Payton and Drew Brees get on page with Kobe Fleener earlier instead of waiting until we get down and trying to find him. Teddy Ginn. I mean, he dropped some balls. We know what kind of Teddy Ginn gonna bring to the table. He's a 9-ball catcher. He's like a poor man. I don't want to say a poor man, but he's like a Devin Henderson at his era for us. We really missing Willie Snead. I can't wait till we get him back. Hopefully we're not 0-3 once we get him back. Michael Thomas, I love this kid. Catches every damn thing thrown to him. He gets the yak. He plays hard. Play with good energy. I love him. His body language and his moxie on the field. So I like what I've seen from him. Our offensive line, considering the circumstances, they played pretty good. Your boy Wise, the D tackle from Arkansas, was just dominating all day. I mean, when they put him at end, he was dominating. When they put him at the 3 tech, he was dominating. But for the most part, I feel like our offensive line held their own. Hopefully when Teron Armstead get back, which that's what, in about 6 weeks.
Right. Because they had Andrews Peace starting at left tackle and they moved Ramsey at the right tackle.
Right. Hopefully when he get him back, we can rearrange this offensive line and make it to a formidable offensive line. That way we can run the ball. And I think that Sean Payton, like you said, even though we was down 20-10, I still think we should have try to stay with that running game a little more. But I'm going to tell y'all this now. We lose Sunday. You might as well, if you got season tickets, go ahead and sell them things. I know some people that's trying to bomb. Go ahead and sell them things for dirt cheap because ain't no way in the hell we come back from 0-3 and statistics show only 9% of NFL teams in the last 15 years have made it to the playoffs after starting 0-3.
But you know what?
Right now you at 12%.
Right? No.
We at 12% right now. 0-2.
No. What I really have a problem, and I looked at the stack, and I actually sent it to you guys. For the past couple of years, I don't know what it is, but we're 1-12 in September. That's bad.
We start off bad.
We start off slow.
Start off bad. That's like the last 7 years.
That gotta be
6 years.
That's
the past 4 years.
Four games a year. So that's at least
the past 4 seasons.
Yeah,
they started off 1-11. I think 1-12.
1-12. 1-12 in September. So we starting off slow, and most of that is going to you're not getting the right guys for your system. You're trying too much, or you lose somebody big. I.e., you lose a Darren Sproles, you lose a
getting rid of guys.
Jimmy Graham, you lose Malcolm Jenkins on defense.
Correct.
You losing the guy, and she did. And then our big
that list goes on.
You trade Stephone Anthony, which I understand business wise. He's sitting on the bench. You're not using him. Get something for him. But shit, man, your response to that was going to sign goddamn Kennard Langford, who hasn't got a sack since Madden 25.
That's what I said when they signed Okafor. Okafor got 16 sacks in 6 seasons. What the hell? He's not a starting.
Invisible. And
he's not invisible. A starting defensive end in his NFL. I don't know what they think about.
This is my thing. This is my thing. There's some talented people out there on practice squad. I would rather you go get somebody that was a pass rusher on them in college. That's just might not maybe some team was just had enough depth at that position to where they gonna stash you on a practice squad, and I'm going to still look. You think you deserve to play in the league? Get somebody that's hungry. You getting somebody who hadn't played preseason all year, sat at home eating fat burgers. Out of shape, and you're gonna expect him to come and be your pass rusher? That
don't cut it.
That can't cut it.
Well, not just that, but let me tell you what really can't cut it. We can go back to maybe the 2011, 2012 draft. No guys on that team from that draft class on this roster. Nobody for 2012 and 13 on that roster. Now in 2014, you had Stephone Anthony and you had Brandon Cooks. No one's now on that team. Kenny Vaccaro is looking like he could be a guy that could be probably the next traded player on this team. Was a former another first-round pick. We have too many guys from previous drafts that were former first, second round, or entire draft classes. Now you count the Brandon Cooks one.
Yeah,
that are no longer on this team.
And I could take missing.
That can't work.
I could take missing on the first round every now and then. Like, we thought Cedric Ellis was going to be the man.
Oh.
We thought he was going to be the man. Who was the other guy that we took out of Georgia?
Jonathan Sullivan.
A
bust.
You know what I'm saying? I could take every now and then, but shit, for not to have nobody on your team.
Another first-round pick traded and looking like Kenny Vaccaro could be the next one. So this is not looking good, and you start looking at, okay, you ain't got nothing for. I was a big fan of anybody follow me on Twitter. Look, I'd rather I stated it. Trade Stephone Anthony for Philip Dorsett. I know Philip Dorsett probably going to make that team. At least they got another burner in on the offensive side of the ball. At least I want another player. Don't give me no fifth-round selection.
Look, you found some gems in the fifth round. I honestly think I was glad we got something for him. I was hoping I didn't see 6 or 7 round pick.
Yeah.
Fifth round, I'll take it.
It was undisclosed at first. I was like, 7
even
round.
Even though I don't want to, I didn't want Paul Williams, Stephone Anthony, and I'm telling you, bro, we should have just moved him back to the Mike, and we would have had a damn good Mike linebacker.
He was playing Mike in the first preseason game when he had that sack. But
it's a disconnect with Dennis Allen. And Stephone Anthony and that scheme, I don't know what it is.
It's just connect with Dennis Allen. His ass shouldn't be no damn D coordinator. But we got DJ Slick on 504 on the line. What's happening with you, baby?
What's up, fellas?
What up, man?
What's happening with you?
What's good, my brothers?
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Man, talking about them sad Saints, but I don't know
Hey,
what's
watch your
going on
mouth.
with them
Watch your
boys,
mouth.
bro.
Hey, Slick.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Hey, Slick. Now we don't talk about bad music. Goddamn, don't talk about our sex.
But he won't be big-headed. You know what I'm saying? He won't be big-headed and want to keep what he wants to keep. Now look how he's doing it right now. We lost 2 in a row. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's going on with the Saints. And I was just calling to let y'all know that I love y'all. Keep up the good. Shout out to After Dog Sports. You know we got that seafood going on. Shout out to DJ Slick Daddy.
There it is.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with the Charbon Oysters? What's up with the Charbon Oysters?
Yeah. Yep, I just like to call in and say much love to y'all. Keep up the good work. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Slick,
I'm just calling and let y'all know I love y'all and y'all keep up the good work.
Man, do you have the Charbon Oysters on deck?
All right, home. All right. Mm-hmm.
Man, listen,
Sorry.
Slick they won't answer the question, man. But look, man, look, I'm gonna piggyback on what he said. Look, he said that Sean Payton got the players that he want and we can't do it. I disagree. Look, Mickey Loomis is the GM. His job is to draft the guys.
Now you know Slick just a fan, yeah.
I'm just saying, but that's what a lot of people got this, you know, because it's Peyton that he look, he ain't got the Belichick
Watch his own deck.
You know what I'm saying?
Answer your question.
This ain't the Belichick effect. What you know what I'm saying? What Belichick say goes. You know look, as a coach, if you give me a guy, my job. You gave it to me. I got to try to use him in some type of way I can.
Gotcha.
Period.
We got a new caller on the line. Caller, you there? We got a people's person.
How y'all doing, fellas?
What join the comment?
What's good, man?
Hello?
I'm gonna join me. We're gonna talk to this.
Hello?
I'm gonna say that.
Hello?
How y'all doing, fellas?
What's
How you
going
doing,
on?
Yeah, man. Let's just be honest about this thing. Don't y'all think the Saints' problem is a coaching problem? Look, I said when the Saints got Dallas Allen back, you know, some of these coaches, they go to a team. He had a little success with the Raiders. He came back. It seems like he wants to go somewhere else. So I'm looking at a young stud like Stephone Anthony, and you think you're going to replace him with Klein and with Manti Te'o?
Right.
Who would do something like that?
Right.
You know, and am I wrong to say, didn't Stephone Anthony lead the team in tackles for the last 2 seasons?
Well, it's his rookie year.
Okay, it is rookie year. But you have a rookie Michael linebacker that came in and ran a defense that wasn't really together, and all of a sudden we're supposed to think that he's no good for the defense? I'm not understanding.
Great. I'm with you.
You preaching to the choir.
But see,
Preaching to the choir.
I will say that, like, when we drafted Stephon Anthony, this is when we was trying to do the 3-4 thing. They kept saying we were going to a 3-4. We were going to a 3-4. I've yet to see the 3-4. You talking about you trying to get a 3? You getting 3-4 players, but you running a 4-3. That's not gonna work. But you're getting 4-3 players, and you trying to convert it to a 3-4.
Dennis Allen ever was coming with a 3-4. It was Rob Ryan with the 3-4.
No,
right.
When you say, like Sean Payton said, like we wanted to go to a 3-4, you had Rob Ryan. So we had 4-3 players, so we was transitioning them out and drafting 3-4 players, and then
they signed Paul Kruger. He was a 3-4 player.
Then you bring in Dennis Allen, who's a 4-3 guy. And so, like, you in limbo. You got 3-4 players trying to play a 4-3. It's not working. And so at some point the GM. That's why I keep putting the problem on the GM. At some point you gotta say, all right, Dennis Allen, what you trying to run? All right, well, these are the best guys available for this type of scheme. Sean Payton, what you trying to run? Well, this is the guy best available. Whoever comes first, that's where we go, and then we'll go down the checklist as it comes. Can I
say one more thing and listen to what you guys have to say?
Go ahead.
I think in New Orleans and maybe in Louisiana, just like our politics and then our sports team, sometimes we stay with a make too long. And I think we've stayed with Drew Brees and Sean Payton for too long, and we don't want to break up with them. And I think that's a fault of ours. So what do you all feel needs to happen for the Saints to be a winning franchise going forward?
To be honest with you, you hit a nail on the head. I think, like, for a Saints wise, like all of us on the panel, like true Saints fans, I remember growing up when our best player was Todd Cook, and that's not saying much. You know what I'm saying? And we tasted that mountaintop, and we don't want to be sad again. We don't want to, like, you don't want to rebuild. Yeah, that's a key word. Nobody wants to hear the word rebuild. At least for some odd reason, as long as you got Sean Payton and Drew Brees, you have a little chance. It's not a big chance, but you have a chance in the gunfight. Now, if when Sean Payton and Drew Brees leave, it's like the honeymoon. Even though the honeymoon's been over, it's gone. Like you really, when those two leave, you in full rebuild mode, because we have yet to draft a successor that's to stay on the team, to where, like, if Brees came out today and say I'm done, you can hand the baton to somebody. Well, we lost that guy with Garrett Grayson. They thought Grayson was the one you lost.
He was never that guy.
But they drafted him to be that guy. That's the thing. like even though he's not that guy.
Select the quarterback
that's
from
what
Colorado State to be the franchise
that's
of an
what-
NFL football team.
Hey, that's
crackhead stuff.
Hey, don't. You can't use the college because Steve McNair went to the SWAC, baby, and he was a Hall of Famer.
Well, let me ask you all this too. Do you all think that? And it seems it's funny because it seems like now that the pros are emulating the college football, and a lot of teams are going to this spread offense. So do you all think the Saints should tank the season in order to get quarterback? Because it looks like some of these college quarterbacks are coming out and they're able to have success in the NFL. So should they tank the season in order to get a high draft pick?
First of all, I don't believe in taking the season. You know why? We talking about college players. You don't know what you're gonna get. That's like playing Russian roulette. Try to win the season. Try to salvage the season. Try to build for something. Even if we can't even make the playoff, we need to start building your young secondary up. We got the youngest secondary in the league. Make a decision. Either we're gonna stick with Drew Brees. If he have a phenomenal season, the rest of these 14 games, stick with him. I think Drew Brees is not the problem. I don't know why people trying to force the blame on Drew Brees. He's not the problem.
His salary.
Yeah, now his salary as a
But
whole.
he
different
earned
question.
that.
But the next thing is Sean Payton and Mickey Loomis. If we keep Mickey Loomis, you got to get a better defensive coordinator out there. What they should have did was when Gus Bradley got fired from the Jaguars.
Yes, sir. Come
you should
on.
have got rid of Dennis Allen, and you should have been on. You should have had Gus Bradley on the first thing smoking to the New Orleans. That was the cream of the crop. And we should have went after him. And when you try to get sloppy seconds like Dennis Allen, what has Dennis Allen done in this league? Not a damn thing. Okay.
Not a damn thing.
So I think that's what we ought to do. I don't believe in taking the season. And then on top of all of that, I don't see a LeBron James of college football at the quarterback position coming out. I mean, you got your Josh Rosen, you got your Lamar Jacksons of the world, but I mean, I don't see Sam O'Donnell. I don't see a guy that's like, oh, that's Peyton. Oh, that's Andrew Luck.
Yeah, right.
I don't see that. So I wouldn't take the season.
But even so, like, let's think about this. The Colts was forced to tank because they lost Peyton.
You have Curtis Payton still at quarterback. But
I'm saying is we went ahead and got Andrew Luck. You got Andrew Luck.
I appreciate the call. Listen, I appreciate the phone call.
I appreciate y'all, man. Have a nice man.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep calling in, bro.
Hey, look, we got another call on the line. Hey, listen, caller, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
That's Hobbs.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh shit!
Hey man, y'all told him, man, call back when it's Tampa play. So you know what? Tampa play.
I was about to go to commercial break, yeah. But Hobbs, go ahead.
That's not Hobbs.
That's not Hobbs. I thought he said yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said yeah.
Who we got on the line?
Who we got on the line?
Oh, this is Jay.
Oh, okay. I sounded like Hobbs. What's up, baby?
Yeah, no, I thought it was Hobbs.
What's happening, baby?
Cool. You understand? What you think about all this right here, man?
Yeah. We still having this Saints conversation?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
What you got to say? What you got to say about this 0-2 start, man?
Man, I got to say, first of all, black and gold is a true statement of life, and tanking is not the option. I mean, I think Sean Payton needs to tone down with the personnel change and give people a chance to expose these defenses out here and run the ball a little bit to let give them time for the defense to make the changes necessary to be a great defense.
Okay.
So let me ask you this. How do you feel about the personnel that we bringing in, as far as like with Mickey Loomis, how he been drafting, and the free agents that's been coming in over the last 2 to 3 years?
But I feel that I think that Sean Payton is trying to emulate Bill Belichick's offense a little bit too much. They practicing too much. He's just not allowing the people to make the right plays necessary on the field. You know what I mean? You got a dominant receiver in Thomas. You got a nice slot in Snead, but now we bringing a running game and don't even utilize it the way to let the young men even get their breath to make plays.
I agree.
Well,
Not running the football.
I mean, running. But this is my thing. It's tough to run the football when you're not getting the, like. All right, if you're not getting the ball first and your defense on the field first, they give them a touchdown. You get to play. You try to go by your script, which every coach goes by. Your script doesn't work out. You punt the ball like thinking like the defense gonna hold you. You play the field, try to play the field position game, and then instead of getting the ball back down 7-0. To where you could do where you still could do something, you down 14-0, and you get into that game plan mode where, I can't stop him. If I can't stop him, I gotta outscore him.
But look, I just on that note, you have a point, but
I could kind of disagree with that because we all know Sean Payton is a pass-happy type of guy. You know what I'm saying? And the plays he's supposed to be running 8 out of 10 times, he's going to pass. You could have, Sean Payton could have 2 back-to-back good running plays. Get you first downs. And when the next play when he's supposed to run the ball again, what will he do?
Play action.
No, not even play action.
Shotgun.
Well, he'll just straight pass the ball. So the opportunities that he have to run the ball, he chooses to pass.
Let's
I mean, that's what I'm looking at. I mean,
one thing, and I don't know why I hadn't said it earlier. It just came to me. Like we giving, like I said earlier. Yeah, Sean Payton get a lot of heat, rightfully so. But we forget that we got a veteran quarterback who has the ability to change the play at the line,
and he doesn't.
No, he audibles more than he like pro.
He loud and clear. Kill.
Yeah, he audibles.
They called 3 plays in the huddle.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like he might like
how on to another pass play.
You know what I'm saying? How do we know a run play is not coming in and Drew sees single high, which a lot of people show the Saints at the snap of the ball, the rolling like, know what, I can get that pass in there. I trust.
No,
you can't say no because that's what he does.
Listen.
And he came out and he comes out in interviews and say that he did.
Listen, teams play the Saints to pass first.
Okay.
All right, but a lot of things that we now realize is most of the times that these so-called plays that we getting off the sideline, most of our running game was built off screens, and we don't have that option no more. We don't have that person that can just catch the ball behind a line of scrimmage, make somebody miss, and then get up the field like we had back then. So I mean, I know we're trying to groom Kamara into it. Well, he's just not there yet.
I think.
Why not just go ahead?
Go ahead.
Why not just go ahead and find a way to utilize the power run with the tight ends and the fullback and get AP get more than 9 touches?
No, why?
But you got to realize, barely maybe 5% of the league use fullbacks. We just released John Kuhn today, and they talking about stay on standby. John Kuhn.
Well,
but the thing about it is, what you got to realize with Sean Payton, bro, and this is what come with the territory. He is it's like P said, he is a pass-happy coach. That's what he want to do. The thing that Sean Payton has to realize, though, patience is a virtue. He doesn't have the patience to stick with that running game.
Nope.
He wants the quick hitter scores. Stick with the running game, bro. I mean, I'm not saying, I still think we should be 60-40 pass run, but right now it's like we 80-20. And I know we've been down and stuff like that, but when we, like I say, like me and Fred say, when we was down 20-10, we didn't have to get away from the game plan. We could have still ran the ball and tried to keep that lead manageable going into halftime. It just got out of hand too quick, and we couldn't run the ball once we got in the second half.
All right, Carl. I appreciate the phone call. Man, call again next week, bro. We here every Thursday. Don't get it twisted.
Every Thursday, 7
sports, baby. This is real fans talks. You made some real great points.
You made some great points too, man.
All right, bro. So have a good one.
You did too.
Salute you, big homie.
We got more calls, folks. People call in 504-341-8255. Caller, you there?
All right, bro. Salute you, big homie. All right, we got more calls, folks. People call in 504-341-8255.
And we have a setback, but anyways.
Turn
your phone down, big homie.
Turn your phone down, man.
You got a delay with you.
What you said?
Turn on your phone. It's echoing in the back.
Oh, all right. My fault.
What's your name, man?
Who we got on the line?
Well, it's Pop, man. This is Milton Singleton, man. Pop Gibson, man.
Hello.
Hey, I got a question. If you got the show playing around in the background, turn it down. We can actually hear it in the background. But go ahead, man. If the
Pop, what it do, man? What it do, Pop?
Pop from
_82, you know.
Yeah, Pop from AAU. I met you at the Super 60, baby. Yeah. What up,
Pop? I'm calling in. I'm seeing y'all talking about these Saints.
And he a Steelers fan, man. What you got to say about our Saints?
And all that, but
some people ought to get ready to just pull out their brown paper bags, man, and welcome back to Hank.
Man, look here, Pop. Look, Pop. Look, you
it ain't
just
gonna work.
look, Pop, man. Look, y'all just got y'all receiver back off of weed suspension for a year.
on now.
Don't even pull that. Y'all don't even know y'all.
And you got a rapist at quarterback.
And look.
Even all that's true, but we ain't never lose a season. Like the same
y'all winning, though.
all that's true.
But I'm saying, like, look, y'all not gonna keep y'all best player after this year. Maybe y'all better gonna leave because y'all don't want to pay the man.
Man, that man. If you know Pittsburgh Steelers, all of our receivers did it. Everybody do that, man. They gonna get their money, man. But back to y'all Saints, man. Like Sean Payton, man. Sean Payton got you got a second round a second round ballot Hall of Famer. You got him on the sideline. It clearly shows that Sean Payton want to throw the ball. Sean Payton want to sell tickets. He want to be an entertainer. This man ain't worried about football no more. He just trying to get his crowd amped, score points and stuff, man. But this man ain't worried about playing football. Look at the defense, man. The defense is terrible, man.
But look, you forget Sean Payton was an offensive coordinator. He made his name. He made his money by passing the ball and putting up points. That's how I do it. But I do say this one thing, Pop. Let me ask you this now: if your defense on the field, right, and you see AP come in the game, what you about to do? Honestly, just tell me what you about to do.
I'm about to load the box.
Okay, so look, if I know you're gonna load the box. What's the point of bringing him in if my offensive line is not that good? We can't handle pressure, so you loading the box ain't gonna do nothing. Put more pressure on us, and we all gonna get killed.
Load the box up, bring him in, play action. Micah Thomas, right there.
The offensive line ain't gonna hold up for that long. Y'all must not seen what the Vikings did.
Put him in a shotgun.
But what it is.
You know what I'm saying? If you put
shotgun or pistol,
you know what I'm saying? Look, do something.
Get him
what it is
from under the center.
But what it is, why it's not working? Because, like some people saying, AP not getting enough snaps. So when he come in the game, it's like they know it's a run. So, but if he get more snaps and you switch it up, run, pass, now you don't know what's coming. And like like Buck said in the comments, Sean Payton is getting predictable, especially when we are down. Now, I got a question about your goddamn Steelers. Hold on.
This last Sunday was just horrible, man. It was horrible, man.
Hold on. I got a question about your Steelers, though, since you a Steelers fan. You won't get on our Saints.
All day.
Do you think y'all got a shot in hell to beat the Raiders? Do y'all got a shot in hell to beat the Raiders?
To do what?
To beat the Raiders or the Patriots in the playoffs? No.
Do we have a shot in hell to beat the Raiders and the Patriots?
In the playoffs.
I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna answer that straight up. The Patriots, yes, because the Patriots they're not the Patriots of what everybody thinking about from 2 years ago. They're not the same Patriots. The Oakland Raiders, you got a good point with that, because the Oakland Raiders playing pretty good on defense. The offense is clicking on all cylinders. But I'm a Pittsburgh man. I ain't gonna lie to you. When you got Le'Veon Bell, you got the best receiver in Antonio Brown.
You got the best receiver.
Martinez Bryant, who came back off of suspension. The league ain't never really faced all of them together. And you got Jesse James, catching the ball out the backfield. The league never seen all that together.
Hold on.
Every time somebody was suspended, somebody got hurt.
Hold on, Pop.
Never seen all that together.
Hold up, Pop. I think I heard you. I think I misheard you. I got something in my ear. I think I heard you say Antonio Brown the best receiver in the league.
Hands down.
Stop, man. You don't know that boy Julio Jones? What hands you got? Boy, what you watching? What hands you got? What you watching?
Say, bro. Nah, like I say, I don't like to knock Julio for what he do and all that. But Julio, he don't stand out like Antonio Brown.
Wow.
I give it to Julio. Julio do what he do, but for the excitement and bringing it to you, that man you want to get a ball to.
Odell Beckham Jr.?
Antonio Brown and Julio Jones on the field together on your team, and you need that first time.
Tell me how.
You going to AB.
He is not.
How?
Tell me how.
What makes Odell better than him?
What you gonna go to Julio for? Julio Jones
Julio can do it all. Julio can run everything on the road trip.
Odell can run everything on the road trip. Let me tell you this. I seen Antonio Brown miss a game, and I seen the Steelers ain't miss a beat on offense. I seen Odell Beckham miss a game. The Giants can't go past 50 yards. about?
That's because Eli.
Man, ain't got nothing to do with Eli.
Man, ain't got nothing to do with Eli, man. Look,
Did you watch Monday Night Football?
Did you watch Brandon Marshall drop?
You should need
80
to put
passes?
them in this category.
You seen Odell drop one too, huh?
man,
The Giants
you talk about
Warner
excitement,
team, man.
man who, you come to see
You
Odell.
biased,
before
Pop.
see-
You're
before you
biased.
see Antonio. That's just real.
Your bias, Pop. All I know is you still look good, but you're not. You don't have a chance at that jury this year. It's coming. It's coming out of
We don't have
Foxborough.
bro. Who else they got picked? It was picked New England and Pittsburgh.
All the Raiders.
coming out the AFC. So I can see y'all to mention the Raiders. So I guess New England falling off the
No,
bandwagon.
if
But
New
ain't
England
nobody
get
mentioning
home
the Steelers
field-
that fell off.
If New England get home field, it's a wrap. They going to the Super Bowl.
Look, let me tell you
It's
this,
off
Pop.
Instagram,
Let me-
Pops. I said since they got Joe Hayden, I put the Steelers up there. So as of right
Man,
now,
look.
I'm still with Pop.
Look, I'm gonna tell you
On the
this.
AFC.
All
Wow.
you
I said it.
All you got is 3 people on that defense.
3 people on the defense.
3 people on
Did you
your
just
defense.
disrespect me and say I got 3 people on the defense?
Name them.
Ryan Shazier.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that damn with the D in
To
it and goddamn
Hey, what
Joe-
Hey, was good
I got
too.
7 to it.
Hey,
I'm gonna save you.
good.
I'm gonna save you
Put 'em
and
fucking
name.
rookie.
I'm gonna name
You
just
talking about
3
elite
of them.
players, you
The
put a
3 of
rookie
them for
up there?
you.
TJ
I'm just gonna name 3 of them.
Hey,
All right, we got
I just named
Pro Bowls.
we
Why
got
Joe?
we just picked up in Cleveland.
Okay, Joe Hayden.
You know what I'm saying? We got JoJo. We got Stephen Tuitt, and we got
Named him?
Ryan Shazier. Now that's just 3 of them.
That's who I
Now
named.
what about Mike Mitchell?
Stop, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
What about the little young
Stop.
rookie that was last year? The
Artie
second
Burns?
round,
Artie Burns?
This is the second year.
Artie Burns?
Artie Burns.
He's
Stop,
just
man.
fast.
He's just fast. He can't. He ain't got no ball skills. Stop.
He couldn't cover a goddamn homosexual.
He can't
or gay pride.
look. Listen.
What is you
Y'all
doing?
defense.
Y'all wrong for that.
Listen, dog. Listen. Y'all defense is not like it was in the past. Let's be real about
Look,
this.
ain't no Palomino back there.
It ain't. We
Ain't
don't
no
have
Ryan
that
Clark.
Dick
Ain't
LeBeau
no
defense
I
no
Taylor.
more. We don't have that no more.
All right.
We
Ain't no
don't
Casey
have that
Hayward.
Dick LeBeau defense. So guess what we do have? All we do is bring TJ to the party, bring TJ, drop TJ down, bring Drew Brees to the other side, and we're going to beat y'all with linebackers and blitzing y'all like we always do. Throw the ball. We don't care about you throwing the ball. I bet you we get to that quarterback more than you get off that ball.
Y'all not beating the Raiders. Y'all not beating the Patriots.
If the system,
I hear you talking. We undefeated right now.
if the Bengals was a knucklehead, y'all wouldn't have made it past the second round.
Look,
We undefeated right now, homie, man.
For right now.
For
Who y'all play?
right now, he owns the
And the
land.
Saints are 0-2.
Who y'all play this week?
And the Saints 0-2. We play Chicago. So guess what? That's 3-0.
They 3-0, baby.
What the spread is on the game? What the spread on the game?
15 probably.
3.
3.
Y'all playing the Bears or spread on the 3?
No, I'm giving you the spread for the game tonight. I thought you were talking about the game for the
No,
night.
I'm talking about y'all in the Bears. What the spread is?
Let's get something very clear.
Hold on.
Because I might take the Bears. I might take the Bears.
The spread is going to be no more than about 10 or 13 points, man. You know that.
I'm taking the Bears. I'm going to take the Bears.
The Bears better.
Man, that's on you and that's on you and what you do with your funds, man. Just like everybody will holler about, I'm going to take Minnesota. Guess what? I knocked them all with. Minnesota and New England. You heard?
Man, the boys ain't had Sam Bradford, man.
Don't matter.
Man, that's the whole purpose of taking them.
Well, listen, man, we appreciate the call, man.
Yeah,
really
you know, I'm just giving the support, you know what I'm saying?
We
I would like to
appreciate
see you when you get off, you know what I'm saying, if that's possible.
Hey, I'm going to send you the request as soon as I get home. Be ready.
Hey, Pop.
Good looking, homie.
Pop, what he looking like in that Madden, Pop? What he looking like in that Madden?
Oh, yeah, you got to go, Pop. Go ahead. He's there, Pop. Well, that's a Pop. Producer, get him on the line. Get him on the line. Hey, we got a commercial.
The score was 29-3.
Lord.
You lying. No, you going to lie like that?
49-3, G?
Man, tell the truth.
29-3.
No, what the score was when we played?
Oh, no, you won. I won by 3 points, but I'm saying going into halftime, the score was 29-3. Just to let these boys know, if they Madden players, if I wanted to, I could have just pressed L1 and 2 the clock out, ran the ball, and got the game over with quick. He wouldn't have never caught back up. I just kept throwing the ball because I felt like he wasn't even on my level.
You know what?
Pop
said it.
You know what? I ain't gonna say what I
You gotta stop calling people out on Madden.
Listen. That's one game. He won by 3 points. He feeling himself. I'm resilient. Guess what? Guess what?
Hey, Pop, we got a comment for you. My boy Blue said the Steelers won't beat the Chiefs.
The Steelers won't beat the Chiefs.
Yeah,
the Chiefs looking pretty
without
good to me.
Peters, without Better.
And
Man.
they still got a man.
Tell him he need to be on. He don't need to be on a Sunday morning countdown. He need to be on Saturday countdown. He the Bear. He need to put all them badass picks.
Hey, I got you when I get home, and guess what? I'm putting it all over social media.
Oh yeah. Just for that, since we on this, I'm going to broadcast it.
Broadcast.
Guess what? I got a PS4, so I'm gonna watch it.
Broadcast. I'm gonna show you. I'm all coast to
all right.
I'm all coast to piss out you tonight,
bro. I appreciate y'all taking the call, bro.
All right, boy.
Oh man.
I mean, that was a good call.
That's a real. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. He a real Steelers fan. He been a Steelers fan. He ain't just jump on a bandwagon. He been a Steelers fan since we were young. I ain't gonna lie. He been talking noise like that since we been young too.
Boy, the Steelers, boy. They 2-0 right now.
We gotta take a break.
We gotta take a break, folks.
Producer called it.
Listen, producer called. We gotta go to break. Listen.
Where you was at when I was saying let's take a break? On producer? Oh man, the man trying to expose and rest of my Madden reputation. Oh man, you gotta come in sooner, producer.
This is FanView Real Fans Talk Sport. Go ahead, Pete.
What it do, y'all? It's DJ Slick Daddy from the Liveline, here to tell you about the hottest bar on the West Bank, After Dark Sports Bar, 419 LaPelka Boulevard in Gretna. Come check us out on Monday for steak and oyster night. Thursday, free seafood night. Friday, 3-for-1 happy hour. Saturdays, ladies night, and always open for parties. And then Sunday, Saint Sunday, oldie but goodie Sunday. Come find out what is hidden for at After Dark Sports Bar, 419 LaPelka Boulevard in Gretna. Doors open at 6, 12 p.m. on Sundays. After Dark is a non-smoking atmosphere. What it do, y'all? It's DJ Slick.
Oh man. Well, everybody, this is Big Homie here, where you can catch me out on Facebook at Henry HeyYoU Singleton, or you can catch me on Twitter at HeyYoU15, babe.
Yeah, you know me, just a people person right here. I ain't got no Twitter, nothing like that, so you can look me up on Facebook at Patrick Slim Goody Jones.
It's your boy Fred. Look, you can check me out on Twitter at B Jones, baby.
Yeah, this is G with G Sports, man. You catch me on Twitter, G_paid in full 08.
Pay me the money. Money.
Pete, turn the fan this way. Forget the producer. Get the producer. He over there chilling. Welcome back, everyone. FanView Real Fans Talk Sports, New Orleans Talk Network. Again, the number is 504-341-8255 or 504-341.
Ooh, sweet
Talk.
Jesus.
Thank God.
You feel that?
Ooh. It's like a sensation just came in. Like a sensation just came
we just
in.
walked in she season. And lay it, and Booty Papa would play. Lay it down.
Man, let me tell y'all something, bro. People out there, you know what I'm saying, in the world, Facebook land, family band. Let me tell you something, bro. If you got tickets, you need to get your license straight, you do it, and once you get it done, do what it takes to keep it that way, because it's an aggravation and a pain in the ass to try to go through these people in their court systems out here in these days and time. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
That was a little vent from out of left field right there.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, bro? Dealing with them damn court systems, bro, you know what I mean? You know, yeah, bro, I was coming to court. I come from court, you know what I'm saying? So, bro.
We can understand.
Bro, if you got a ticket, That's pay the ticket. Don't even go to court. Just pay the ticket and move on, bro.
I understand.
And that was our public service announcement from Pete.
But anyway, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say what I won't say, bro. But be back at it.
Well, listen, folks. Got that Saints conversation. Listen, thanks for everybody calling in, man. That was some great commentary. We had some great callers in. But we still got a show, folks. We're gonna be on at 8 o'clock tonight. So guess what? LSU. Oh yes, baby. Mississippi State. The 30-point loss. Oh Lord.
I'm not starting this. I'm gonna go last on this one.
You got me scratching my.
You would need to do that.
Nah. I got
it. You switched your choice like I made you switch your choice.
Listen,
I didn't talk you into it.
Listen, but I still was doubting them, like highly doubting them. What I was saying the whole week. Producer go back and replay it. Go back and replay it. I thought y'all was gonna pull it out, but I kind of was like, I don't know.
Hey, but look.
That was a heartbreaker.
But look, hold on, we can pull it back too. What I say? I'm worried about 2 games. We're gonna lose 2 games. This was one.
You all know that. You all know the other
beat
one.
Mississippi State.
Son, Mississippi State.
What the hell you think Auburn gonna do, y'all? In Auburn.
We always play Auburn tough at Auburn.
We got high hopes for LSU. We gonna see.
I just call it like I see it. Man.
Well, I'm gonna leave it at this. Mr. Marcus Spears, a former LSU alum, was on the SEC Network this week, and he has some things to say to LSU fans. And producer, if you got the footage, play the footage. Play the soundbite.
Come at me. M. Spears 96. After I get done with this, just talk to me. Listen, here's the deal, family. LSU fans, as an LSU alumnus, we aren't what we think we are.
Get 'em.
We've become a mediocre football team, a middle of the pack, very average college football program.
Oh, don't say it.
We have to stop believing that we are one of those teams that at the end of the year is going to be stand tall, because it's been proven. My boy Stu hit me with the stats. Since 2012, 25-16, 5-3, 4-4, 5-3. That's average.
Oh, don't
That's
say it.
mediocre. We got to stop thinking of LSU as what we thought LSU was, a 61% winning percentage over the last 5 years. We got to do better. Come at me. We are no longer a championship team.
The hell y'all fucking Wolverines over there looking at?
We undefeated, baby. Like Pop said.
Yeah,
we 3-0.
Let's get 3-0. We 3-0, baby. SEC team. And that same SEC team we beat probably gonna beat y'all.
Nah, stop it. You talking about the one that had a prayer?
Hail Mary.
What did you just say a little while ago? You say it don't matter if you win at the last second. It don't matter if you win by 40. A win is a win, baby. Nobody, the committee not gonna look at that. They gonna look at you got that one win.
Right, you're right. But hold on, but somebody on this panel, I don't know who said it. It says, especially in college football, and we all agree, it's best to lose early. Who said that?
I did.
No, you didn't. Look, keep on looking. Look a little bit. Look. Just keep looking. There he is.
Let's get something very clear. Y'all got more L's coming.
Thank you. It's
best to lose early if you're going to lose once.
Thank you.
It ain't best to lose early if you're going to lose multiple times. It don't work that way.
How you just going to look, just because.
You know what I'm saying? We got the producer here.
We got the producer in here.
No.
We got refreshments coming and everything. Thank you, baby.
Right here. Yeah, look,
we got refreshments and everything up in here today. Huh?
Y'all gonna lose to Ohio State like y'all always do. Y'all might lose to Iowa.
We're gonna beat Ohio State.
Man, shit. I believe that. When Michigan wins a championship that's not under Lloyd Carr.
You just don't like that. We're gonna prosper before y'all.
If you're not first, you're last, baby. Ricky Bobby said it the rest. So
what are we talking about?
See, we sitting there. Who look better?
We're talking about
who look better on the couch.
We're talking about how abysmal.
Okay.
LSU has been looking over the last 5 to 6 years.
Marcus Spears said it.
He said it. Walking piece of mediocrity. That's what you are. Okay, and that's my whole thing about LSU. I don't never root against the home team. I want people to know that.
We didn't lose to Appalachian State. Were we mediocrity?
Can you? I heard a little mumbling over there. Can you speak up?
We're talking. All right. Yeah, Appalachian State, but we mediocrity. Three different head coaches in the
What was that?
Keep talking to the fans. I'm talking to Pete.
So I'm saying that's how you know they want to be Michigan. They want to be what Michigan is. They want that prestige like Michigan got.
Stop. Hold on. Pause.
LSU is not prestigious like Michigan.
Stop.
They're not prestigious like Michigan.
Who has the biggest college football stadium?
Stop.
Who holds the most?
Oh, wow.
Michigan.
Who's arguably the best quarterback ever to play this game? What school he come from?
Michigan.
People forget his
Who the last defensive Heisman Trophy winner? What school did he go to?
Who? Wait, hold on.
The last defensive player to win the Heisman.
The only defensive player to win the Heisman?
Okay, what school did he win to?
Was he supposed to win it that year?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all just saying that.
The Rose, baby. You seen the Rose in the mouth?
Y'all just saying that because y'all.
And you just saying what you're saying because you're.
No, I'm just saying Peyton Manning. Look, the numbers clear that Peyton should have won it. But hey, what am I? I'm just one out. I'm just one out of a million people who say the same thing.
All I'm saying.
You're right about that one.
Of course, should have won a Heisman with Mark Ingram, but we ain't talking about that.
No, he should. No, he should.
Forward down. But that's all I'm saying.
See how you be right there in the argument.
He just blurred out.
You make Michigan look that bad.
Who good? The Browns. Yeah. Look, that's all I'm saying. You know, they said Matt Canada was saving 80% of his offense for when he really needed it. This is the game you really needed it. So tell me why in the hell? Can I finish?
No.
You're not gonna cut me off like that.
No,
cut me off like that. Let me finish. How in the hell you saving 80% of your offense, right? And you played Mississippi State with the Cowbells banging. Okay,
I couldn't stand
and
that.
Darrell Williams leads you in receiving. That's abysmal. It's atrocious. It's unfair to these loyal LSU fans like yourself to be able to go through that kind of terrible passing performance.
Look.
And I'm not going to blame everything on Danny Ellen because DJ Shaw, you pissed down your leg. Dylan, you pissed down your leg. They had a lot of drop passes in that game.
Yeah, but hold on. I'm going to pump, like Lee Carson, pump your brakes, sweetheart. Let me tell you something.
Dog. Call a spade a spade.
I'm gonna call it spade. Look,
Darrell Williams, your lead receiver.
Hold on, I'm gonna call it spade. Matt Canada is not out there throwing the ball. Danny Adler. Oh no. Look, I could get hard on this team because this is my team. Okay, I can come down hard on.
You gonna get hard on Marcus Spears?
Fuck man, what he my dad or something?
No, go ahead.
Marcus Spears speaking facts. Facts. 25 and 16 last 6 years.
Y'all had 2 good seasons in the last 6 years, and y'all bucked about that.
I'm sorry we got a coach now.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Don't blame us.
Shit, y'all lost Appalachian State too. Don't forget that.
Man,
you can't. I don't care. You can't shake it.
Man,
it's there.
Didn't y'all lose to Iowa?
No.
Y'all ain't lose to Iowa in a bowl game?
In the bowl game.
All right. Iowa.
Appalachian State.
Iowa, who don't have a single 4 or 3-star recruit on their whole entire roster. A bunch of walk-ons.
Oh my gosh, Appalachian State good.
I'm on that team with the NFL.
Him and Brian Quick. They both in pro.
Amani Edwards
and Brian Quick.
Amani Edwards was the truth that year at quarterback, boy.
Both from pro.
He was not no high.
Who the receiver was?
Brian Quick.
Receiver. No. It was another.
They bust y'all ass in y'all state.
Man, game winning field goal, man. Game winning field goal, man. Like Taj Boyd did y'all in the Peach Bowl. Taj Boyd, Clemson beat the hell out y'all.
Look, I take that.
All right, then. ACC team.
Look, I would take that. I would take that.
All right, then.
I'm not. But a Division II team that come in my house and whoop my ass. That's what all it is.
Ain't no Division II is D1 AA. It's different. Stop talking stupid. Arkansas Minnesota, that's a Division II.
They had another receiver in the team that went in the second round.
Yeah, he went to the Buccaneers. I forgot his name.
No matter. I'll tell you where he made his name at in the goddamn big house. Anyway, like I'm saying, that prepared them to get into the Division I status. Look, they beat Michigan. So y'all come to the
man. Y'all barely beat whatchamacallit last year.
I don't. Y'all look.
I forgot who they played, man. Some
D1 AA against the prestigious blue collar.
Y'all play Southeastern next year.
Major.
Y'all play Southeastern next year.
We gonna line y'all ass up. The hell you thought this was? But look, that's just jokes. We just joking with each other. But man, look, I'm just gonna tell you what it is, man.
We're bad down there.
As in tune with the players coming in high school and the college recruiting coach relationship that we are with these players.
Right.
you can clearly see. And I went back, I honestly went back and looked at some of like the Nickel, not the Nickel State, the NC State games that Mac had to call, the Pittsburgh State, like with guys that he was comfortable with. And I was just looking at the different formation he was drawing out, the different type of plays and stuff. One of the things that he gave people official was the shovel pad. We have yet to run that. And then I look at Danny Etling, you can't do it. When you throw the ball, you look for one person, number 7. You look for DJ. If Chalk
and he has not showed up thus far.
You act like you're drawing a Beckham or Landry in that number. You have like that's Pat P, Matt or Tyron Matthew out there. You looking for one guy. And if when he lets you down, then you start looking stuff. He can't throw the medium route, so it's like, and I really think it's somebody from the outside, i.e. the boosters who saying, look, we're not ready for a freshman quarterback yet.
That's what it is, I think.
Right. I mean, it's clear that when everybody no knock on Lowell Narcisse, he was a dynamic high school player, but when you come in and you have a whole semester of learning the playbook and being around these players, and you're not the clear-cut number 2 person. You still had 3 guys in front of you, even though they might have said, like, to make everybody feel happy that you were the number 2 player, but you wasn't the number 2 person. And a guy graduates, come in, and pass all of y'all up like that. Sometimes
even though a bunch of sources close to the program say Lindsey Scott was head and shoulders above everybody, right? But they say the coaching staff was trying to ordain Miles Brennan. I want to put that out there because Lindsey Scott did not get a fair shake, and I went to a couple practices and scrimmages even, and he was the only quarterback that looked comfortable in the pocket, leading the team down the field to score touchdowns.
That was scoring multiple touchdowns.
Thank you. I just want to put that out there.
But we'll
be seeing him again next year in college football.
But this is the thing. That's not. We talk about LSU right now, but that's the norm. No matter what college you go to, when they get, that's what it is. That's that politics game we always talk about. But the thing is, Miles Brennan come in and he forces you not to name a starter till the last week. That's saying something. If you're gonna take your lumps with a baby that you got more time with. Don't take your lumps with somebody that at the end of this year he gone, P.
Right about that one.
Well, how is that gonna prepare me? Look, if I'm gonna get beat up, let me get beat up. Look, that's why I said, look, this offensive line, yeah, they getting beat up right now, but guess what? They all freshmen with one upperclassman.
Decular starting?
He's spot playing because KJ Malone can't. He forcing himself to play because he knows this is his last year. He got that medical red shirt, so he can't come back. So he forcing himself to play. So, but out of the 5 stars on offensive line, 3 of them for sure are freshmen. Then you're probably your best overall one is not even starting, and he's gonna be forced. So, but they getting all quality snaps. So come next year, you talking about going from maybe. That might want to be your weakest unit on the team. That might be your best unit on the team because they all getting quality snaps. So why not put that freshman quarterback behind and say, you know what? Look, if we going to lose, we're going to make us that much better.
That's what I said.
If we lose, he a freshman. But if we win, it's going to make us that much better, and he's getting ready for this college life.
I think going against what you're saying, I wouldn't disagree with that, but you got to think about, I think Coach O is out here deciding, you know what, he gonna let some of these guys who are not gonna be here in this program next year finish with their starter. You got Darrell Williams, he not gonna be that next year. He a senior, he out. Guys, he's out of here. It doesn't matter how you look at it. He going pro this year. If you know the kid background, if you seen any SEC, anything on ESPN that he did, you can tell from the background he come from. He's out of there. Danny Etling, he's not gonna be that next year. He's gonna be gone. So you're gonna have some guys that came in, that offensively. They're going to be going next year. Miles Brennan could be your starter next year. You're going to need to recruit that top-rated running back because you didn't get Cam Akers that committed to Florida State. So we don't really know who's going to be the running back behind Geis or Darrell Williams. So
the best running back
it's still going to be a young team going next year. But I think they letting these guys finish out what they started for the past couple of years.
But so you can't
and go ahead. They're going to take their lumps in for us. You got to figure it's going to be an Alabama loss. You're going to figure this is going to maybe an Auburn loss this year. They're going to be a 3 or 4 loss like we talked about even last week. But this program is going to be based upon the recruiting from
The year that Ed Orgeron, that class that he came in when he was the interim head coach, the class he just got, and the class that he's recruiting.
Well,
and the problem is a lot of those classmates from the year he became interim head coach transferred.
Well, no,
a lot of players transferred.
That interim thing, you can't even put that on because he didn't have a full year of recruiting.
It's not on him.
No, I'm saying
I'm talking about that class. That
Yeah,
class, some of
yeah,
their
I'm saying,
classmates is still there. That's the bread and butter of that team.
So you got
not the Danley Etlins, not the guys. That's all that smile.
This would be his first full recruiting class. But you got to think the one of the keys to winning recruiting is winning in state. The best running back in state is only a junior. He's only a junior.
So some people say Puka Williams is better than. I mean, that's arguable. They say some people say Puka is better than John. You talking about John Emery?
Yeah, but this is my thing about Puka.
But they got some people. They bought from Southern Lab. Don't forget about him. He committed. Now he's actually committed to LSU.
Yeah, but he's committed. But he's a running back / linebacker, so you don't know what they're going to use him at.
It probably depends on what John Emery do.
Yeah, but this is my thing. Like Puka. This is my thing about Puka. He's an athlete. The only problem I have about athletes is you don't know where you assuming that they're going to excel there because they. Like Scholar was recruited as an athlete. People assumed that he was going to excel at wide receiver. Look, did he pull out like world breaking numbers? No, but like he did great. Like look, he wasn't going. He was the fastest slot. He was the fastest guy on the team. Line up in the slot, killing folks. That's what you want. But
Jimmy Hickman said he's gonna,
he can't.
Coach O said in the last interview he's gonna start looking at the JUCO.
I think he was referring more to. I think he was referring more to D lineman and O lineman.
Yeah, but you gotta think
because he's saying they don't have enough depth on the D line.
And those guys can play immediately.
But here's another thing though too. Les Miles didn't go to JUCO route. Every college that's successful has at least one or two JUCO guys on there.
He used to do that when he first got to LSU. I remember when he got Demetrius Byrd. Yeah, he came out of JUCO. He used to start it that way.
But that's when you first get to a program. That's how you build it up.
He first did it when he first got there.
But the reason why, because the recruiting team is already done. You got like maybe 4 or 5 guys the coach that they signed under he gone, so we going somewhere else real quick. Mm-hmm. So you got those extra scholarships. Okay. You got to get some guys that you put your hands on. It's too late to get the top guys in high school. Let me go get some of these JUCO guys that come in. Like I'm thinking about what's the guy from the wide receiver that played at East? Is Shaquille Williams?
At Auburn?
Yeah.
Shaq Williams.
Shaq
right
Williams.
from East St. John.
I'm saying he went to East St. John. He was
got kicked out the program.
He was committed here, and then Les didn't stay through with it. He stopped contacting them and everything. When he said he committed to LSU, because I'm from there. I'm from the boot. I was always, I always had planned on going back to the boot. When he said that, he stopped talking to him. Gus Malzahn stayed in his ear, and then all of a sudden, right the week before National Signing Day, boom, I'm going to Auburn.
And balled out at Auburn.
It gave you problems. That's something that was a problem child. You talking about putting that guy together with a Leonard Fournette recruiting class would have Malachi Dupree and all these other guys together, and you didn't have to just have that one. Like you didn't have to go true freshman heavy. You could have had a guy who had success and was going to get all the targets his way, and you could have did whatever you wanted to. But the JUCO route is the best day for Coach Oates right now.
But back to what Marcus Pierce said. Is LSU now a mediocre program?
Yeah. Let me tell you.
I gotta agree.
Let me explain.
Stop bringing up all about we got the most clubs in the NFL.
I can't
stop bringing that up.
I'm just being.
Go ahead.
This is 100%. When you go through a coaching change, unless it's a retirement. Unless it's a retirement,
something like that,
like somebody, if Saban,
like Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma.
That's not me. That's not going to mediocre. You didn't stay too long. Your program didn't wane out. You kept them. Competitive. Then you left and you passed it off to somebody, and they just kept going what you had going.
Jimbo Bobby Bowden.
No.
Jimbo was on that staff for several years before.
Yeah, but Bobby started dipping a little like that. His brand of football was passing up with the new football, like
Penn State.
Yeah, pretty much.
Penn State.
Joe Paul outside all the scandal stuff, but even Notre Dame had it for a little while. But when you change, when a coach get fired, that means staff. All these other people, it's a whole chain. So look, what made you once great, you're not great at no more. And let's face it, Yeah, Les Miles won a lot of games here. But he's not the guy that we wanted. The guy that we wanted left, went to Miami, realized that he couldn't control NFL players the way he could control. He left. These other guys came to a program that was on probation, knew he was going to rack up a scholarship, weeded out the people that he wanted, got these young guys in, and when they was able to play, took them off rolling. That's our guy. Look, we his first major college job. You know what I'm saying? So, that was our
He was at Oklahoma State prior to that.
Oklahoma State.
Les Miles.
I mean, the Big 12 compared to the SEC, especially at that time, that's
the SEC just starting to become the powerhouse.
You know what I'm saying? There's no there was no comparison, and especially coming off of, you inherited a team that won a national championship. You inherited a team that had a national championship with young players. So most of your team was coming back.
Yeah, they had beat Oklahoma that year.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's when Jason White had one of the highest.
I tell you what, I just want to give a little advice to some of you young prospects out there that's going to be probably high major recruits or that's high major recruits right now and is going into college and probably going to play on Sundays. Let me give you a little word of advice, man. Do not do what the hell Darius guys did yesterday. His mama got a brand new 2018 Range Rover, and he puts it all over social media.
You got to stop that.
And I'm not even going to talk about what they say Darius guy's mama works at. So,
Here's the worst part.
I'm just going to put it out.
I'm just going Darius guys 2 weeks ago on the I think on ESPN before the game. I think before the game with BYU. About his upbringing, where he come from, and how he got to LSU.
Yeah,
they did that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
so when you come out and do this.
When I saw it, it made me mad because, and look, I'm passionate about this. I'm all seriousness, like no jokes aside. As an African American, I just feel like we got to do better. As soon as we get something nice, we got to go boast and showcase and stuff. We act like we never had nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to down Darius guys. I'm not trying to put make a mockery of him and anything like that. But it's just like we as African Americans need to take note and understand that that's just not a good look. I'm not trying to imply that he did something illegal, his mama did something illegal. But how does it look? The perception.
Even
what I'm saying?
Right, you might be fooled with perception.
The perception. Now, your mama got a 2017. Right. Everybody know you're going to be a first-round pick. Right. Why do you want to put that out there to social media?
At least right now, anyway.
It just don't make no sense. So, you young prospects out there that's probably watching the show, be more mindful of what you're posting on social media and things of that nature when you get to college. That's all I'm saying.
No. Not even to college. In life, period. You know what I'm saying? Because
the internet never forgets.
Right. Not only that. It's not only that.
Screenshotting is at an all-time high.
Just through life, bro. I mean, if I look through my social media page, bro, just through life, bro, people post all kind of unnecessary things that put you on Front Street in life and give you unwanted attention.
Right.
So if you don't want certain things or certain perceptions out there about you, you need to put out what you want people to perceive of you.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Don't build the hype. Don't build like there's good hype and there's bad hype. Don't build bad hype. Right. Look, they already looking at you like ESPN is running a story. Like every game that you play, like look, my dad got killed. They almost say, all right, you saying you from the ghetto. All right, okay, cool. I know.
Right there in Baton Rouge.
We all from the hood. You know what I'm saying? You hear us all say we from the hood all the time? No, but it just is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? You saying all this stuff, and then then they look at you. All right, young, black, got all these tattoos. Where you get the tattoo money from? You play college football. You know what I'm saying?
Watch Ohio State with the memorabilia.
You got more tattoos than me.
Just think about it. Like if you look at him when he came in as a freshman. He had one tattoo. Now look at him. The boy look like he's supposed to be on a tattoo magazine. Then you
ain't getting paid no money.
You showing off your moms
in the 2018 Range Rover.
Look,
it's just not a good look.
It's not a good look.
All you gotta do is go back and research what happened to LeBron James. And look,
he had a Hummer. Huh?
Yeah, but if people just all been like, oh, they did something illegal. Nobody did nothing illegal. Look, his mom walked into the call out. They say, "You LeBron's mom." We know he's going first round. So look, we know what the collateral gonna be on that. We know it's gonna pay off.
That's a little different because that's a little different.
But the perception was LeBron's from the ghetto. His mom is working a regular minimum wage job. How can she afford a Hummer with all this stuff on it? And then the first thing that came to mind, all the people that want LeBron to go to these colleges, certain colleges, they paying for this. Nah, you don't know the story, so it just looks that bad way. This might be the same. This might be the same thing in Guy's situation, but
I just think
if you put it out there, for nobody.
That situation
why you have to put it out there?
That situation a little different because you're dealing with money here, and LeBron, it was known that LeBron was going to the pros.
Yeah.
So when people see that, you know what, I could lend you this because I know 8 out of 10 times you're going to the pros.
But everybody knows Geis is going to the pros.
Yeah, but he's not in the pros now. That's a difference.
Yeah, LeBron didn't even play his whole. Didn't even play.
How long Geis been playing for LSU anyways?
2 years. 2 years. No,
third year.
He's junior. But see, when LeBron mama got that, when LeBron mom got that Hummer, it was the beginning of his senior year. Like he didn't even play a game of football or basketball yet.
I would say this, man. Listen,
if people know you're doing something, they'll loan you that money.
I would say this: if you're Darius Geis, that picture could have waited.
Right.
It was a video.
That video could have waited.
It was a video.
I remember when Leonard Fournette got drafted, he bought his mama a Mercedes-Benz. Because I followed him on Twitter. He was already a pro player. He got picked by the Jacksonville Jaguars. That video could have waited.
And Under Armour already broke him off.
What I'm saying is,
that's different.
But see, that's different because you forgot Leonard didn't play like he was already getting paid like when most people were still in school.
I'm just saying the timing. I'm not harping on what he did. I'm just saying the timing of it. Just pick
up the time.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's a bad time. It's definitely
it's bad.
We got to call it on the line. Double Sham, what you call it?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
How you doing, man?
You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
doing
West
wonderful,
Bank salute to you.
Look, I would just like to say, I believe in our team. I think we have a great quarterback. We have great running backs. We have great receivers. I would like to point out that our offensive line is garbage. They don't show up. They could be 5 against 4. Granted, I don't play that position, so I don't walk in their shoes. But I can say we need help at the offensive line.
Now, what team?
What team we talking about?
You got to be talking about the Saints. You got to be talking about the Saints. Because Saints. Yeah, because damn LSU quarterback ain't great.
You never know how some people feel about this.
It might be Danny Allen brother.
Yeah, sometimes when you fast.
Caller, what's your name, caller?
Say that again.
What's your name?
Andrew.
All right. You know what? I definitely agree with you on that. Our offensive line for the Saints is atrocious. It has been that way ever since Drew Brees has got his money.
Yep, I'd agree. I agree 100%.
Point blank period. It's been that way. The whole team structure has been downhill since Drew Brees got his money.
So that tells me.
I'm just saying. Because guess what? The really roast you had protecting Drew Brees.
Willie Rose never protected Drew Brees.
I'm sorry.
You talking about Jamal Brown on the left side and now
right.
being Jamal Bushrod.
The high quality linemen that you wanted and that you could afford to keep are gone now because guess what? The other team could afford to pay them more.
Yeah, but
no, listen. The league is about money, right?
Yep.
So if you pay Drew Brees all this money, that means look, I'm just saying that means that we're not going to be afford to pay for your protection.
Well, no. I'm saying,
correct or wrong?
I'm saying, but look, if you don't play Drew Brees, another team will.
Understandable. But guess what?
Would you rather solidify your quarterback or follow offensive line with a solid quarterback?
I would rather a solid offensive
Kool-Aid. You got to have both.
Right, you do. But see, the thing about it, it's not just. I wouldn't even say it's just the offensive line fault. It's it's trenches on both sides.
Granted,
it's because look, even like Sean Payton, you people look. Let's just be honest. Like our offensive line has been bad for the past couple of years, but Drew Brees has been one of the.
Let's be honest.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Drew Brees has been one of the lowest sacked quarterbacks. Even with these bad offensive line because. The way Peyton has set up his plays, he set up his protection too. So you can protect
the end zone, man.
Yeah,
right. 3 points ain't cutting it.
But when you got wide receivers dropping wide open touchdowns,
I ain't gonna say the wide open. But you're a professional.
Open.
You should catch it. You should catch it.
They should catch the ball.
You can't blame that on a quarterback or the offensive line.
Listen. It's true and all. But me personally, I already had a stout offensive line, okay, with a decent quarterback. Because this is known that you could win a Super Bowl with a stout offensive line, a good running back core, and a good defense. You don't need a Hall of Fame quarterback to win a Super Bowl, Bo. I'm so sorry. So
that defense better be
that top 5 all time.
But guess what? When you could afford to pay people to play, I mean, you could bring in recruits and you could bring in top people to play for your defense.
Man, that's easy said and done, man. That Baltimore Ravens defense, that Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense,
which is true.
Those Steelers defenses, man,
which is true.
That they did a good job drafting, and it was a good scheme.
True.
And you can't buy that. You can't buy that.
Which is true.
So that's easier said than done.
But guess what? They also had the money to keep them there.
No, they don't. Look at
they paid them, right?
Listen. Look at this. Look at
you don't see what Belichick do?
Hold on. Look at the look at the Seattle Seahawks that won a Super Bowl based on their great defense. How many of them guys that was on that Super Bowl team are still there? Just on that defense, just 4.
The Legion of Boom.
Bobby Wagner,
the strong part of that defense.
Sherman,
the strong
5 and
the strong part of that defense.
Avery wasn't there?
The strong.
He came he was the Lions.
And listen,
KJ Wright.
They kept
KJ Wright there no more.
They kept the strong.
I don't think KJ Wright there now.
They had that Bruce Irvin.
They kept the strong part of their defense.
Thank you.
Yeah, Bruce Irvin.
Okay, they kept the strong part of their defense, and their strong part of their defense was the back end.
Okay. So you can't look when that was a rare choice. All those guys was drafted. See, when it came time for them free agency, now these guys had to leave. That's why Brandon Browner left. That's why Brian Maxwell.
Okay,
left.
well go ahead, Carl.
So in y'all opinion, and I feel this way. If Brees don't want to take a cut to get a better line, it's time to cut Brees. And my second question would be, when you think of the best player on the defense, who comes to mind?
On our defense?
Yes, sir.
Cam Jordan,
man. That man's a beast.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he's the most durable.
Yes.
He's reliable. I mean, he's always there, and he's a beast at what he does.
Give you 110%.
I don't think he gets enough credit. That's just my opinion.
Right, because he's not the sexy pick. Yeah. You know, that's why.
And to go, you said about Drew Brees. Look, man, this is a profession. If your boss right now at your job say, look, we want you to take a pay cut because we want to bring in some new fancy machine that might make everybody's job easier.
Then guess what?
You gonna do it?
Guess what?
But at the same time, it is a business, and
that's what I'm saying. So
get to the bowl.
If I earn that money, why would I give back money that I earned?
Because you want to win.
Well, maybe they need to start
at this age, it's
about
money. It's about money. Look, it's a reason why, like, if you think about just not NFL, just sports, it's a reason why somebody like Vince Carter, who's 40 years old, who's not even on a championship caliber team, just still in the league. He trying to
listen. Let's call. I appreciate the call. It's been a nice conversation.
All right, gentlemen, look, y'all have a good night, and Mickey Loomis is garbage.
There it is. We appreciate that.
All right.
But
stay blessed, gentlemen.
All right. Thanks, man. We got another call on the line. Caller, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
How you doing,
How
darling?
you doing, babe?
Hey, Miss Lady.
Oh, man. A pretty voice on the phone right now. Hold on.
There it is.
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Hello, fellas.
How are you?
Listen,
Who are we speaking with?
this is Jimmy.
I knew it. Yeah. We need some balloons.
Miss Jimmy, I heard how you did my boy G at the game. I heard you had that nail file waiting on. I'm glad you did that.
Clip.
So I just called to say that in defense of Darius Geis, I do think he should have waited, but those players get between $5,000 and $15,000 a year from their FAFSA, and they also get monthly stipends that they give them to live off of.
Now hold on,
they do get money.
Hold on, Ms. Jimmy, not to cut you off. Now I know about the stipend. Now explain this FAFSA to me.
FAFSA is the part of the scholar. from the government that they feel like.
Oh, the Pell Grant. Okay. Yeah, that's a different name.
Pell Grant.
Okay.
Pell Grant.
Okay.
So it's not like they don't have money, like to buy the tattoos and stuff like that. It's not like they don't have money, because some of them FAFSA is really, really big. It depends on your parents' income.
Correct. Right.
So if your parents have a low income, then they get the larger amounts of money. So the guys do have money because they're not allowed to work. They can't have jobs in their schedule.
Right.
You know, and LSU is one of the schools that has one of the highest stipends that they pay.
They get
I think it's LSU and Alabama, in Clemson and Auburn. I think they're like the top 5 that pay the highest monthly for those boys. So they do have money, but I don't know if they have Range Rover money.
Miss Jimmy, that's brand new. Miss Jimmy, that's all. 2018. Listen, like I said, I'm not at all trying to
improving that loan, baby.
Right. I'm not at all trying to imply something illegal is going on. I'm just saying, from the outside looking in, the perception it is given off.
I agree. Outside looking in, it doesn't look good, but they do have funds that they're able to take care of themselves.
And Ms. Jimmy, that's what I was saying. Listen, I think the timing of the video
is all bad.
It's all bad.
Yes, it is.
If you're gonna do that, you need to come out here and say, "Look, I wish I'm a pro player, and I'm gonna hold on to that video because right now it don't look." They just did an interview with Darius that they aired on ESPN this past Saturday with Mississippi State. Then you come out here a week later.
I saw that.
Right.
It's bad time. Had nothing. You got what you mean? You contradicting yourself. Whole 2018 Range Rover.
Now, Miss Jimmy,
that's gonna come back to bite him, though. That's gonna come back to bite him at some point.
Unwanted and unneeded publicity upon yourself.
Right.
Now,
what you caused.
Now, Miss Jimmy, I got a question. I'm gonna switch like gears real quick. 'Cause I just want to know, like, as a coach, and like your son was a high profile kid coming out, get recruited, was blessed to get his to sign to Arkansas State. As a parent, what is it like to watch a kid grow, and then have the God-given ability and and excel at it to have an opportunity to go to an institution of higher learning, but away from home, away from the nest? Because I have I coach a couple of kids, and some of these parents are like if this school offer you got to go here because I'm not going to be traveling X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And it might not be the kid's choice, but they trying to do everything. Here they are, 16, 17, some even 18 years old, trying to accommodate the family. So what kind of advice could you give, like some of the parents that are watching that might have kids in a similar situation as Alden was last year,
right?
And like we're all Facebook friends, and I watch how you always Alden warming up for the game, look who came to visit, so and I see the joy that you have with your son, like having the opportunity to play ball at the next level, was something that a lot of kids don't get, especially from our area,
right?
Yeah, well, I mean, first, it's Alden's decision, and I told Alden when this process started, because this process was, I had no clue what we were getting into. It is crazy, it is hectic, and it's a ruthless business.
Oh, yeah.
And what they don't understand is these are children, and sometimes the parents do have to step in because some of the recruiters and the way it's done is done like these are adults, and they're not. I told Alden he owes nothing to his family. He only owes it to himself. He doesn't feel like the only thing he had to do for me was get good grades, and I would do everything in my power to make his dream come true, which to play in college football. But he had to hold up his end. His end was I didn't tolerate C's, I didn't tolerate D's, and I definitely didn't tolerate F's.
Right.
So if you did it on your end, then I would do it on my end. It's wonderful to see him progress because Alden has struggles, and to see him where he is now from where he started is a true blessing. But a lot of it is in the character of the children,
right?
And it's in what they're taught and what you will tolerate as a parent. I had no problem going in that locker room, and Coach Nick will tell you, I had no problem going in that locker room when I had a conference with a teacher and I didn't like what I hear. And I told Coach Nick, I said, either you go get him or I go get him.
Right.
If I go get him, he not gonna like it.
Trouble. If you need more mothers like that, right?
You know, exactly. But he, I can't say anything. He wanted it. He earned it. And as far as going away to college, it's his decision because Mama don't have to sit in that classroom. Mama don't have to be out there. You do. So you pick a college for where you feel comfortable, where if, God forbid, something happens to you and you can't play, that you're still comfortable going there.
Right.
You don't go for a coach. You don't go for a teacher. You go for, if it's in your heart, and what you feel comfortable. And that's what he did.
I got a question for you, Miss Jimmy. And I know Alden. I've been watching him since his 10th grade year, and I always go back to this play that I feel like this made him grow up. And I'm asking you, as a parent, how were you through this process from his 10th grade year? I always go back to that Warren Easton game at Pan Am, I think it was. When Warren Easton, I think there was the #1 team in 4A at the time. And they're going against Tyron Johnson and Deshaun Keeper Smith and all those guys. And nobody gave Endicott a chance in hell to win that game. Alden fumbles the ball. They scoop and school to go score a touchdown. Everybody think the game over. I had people heading for the exits. Alden comes right back. The next possession leads the team down the field, scores a touchdown. Y'all stop them to 3 and out, and y'all win the game. And I feel like after that game, I feel like Alden took another step in his career. Just talk about the maturation process through them 3 years, 10, 11th grade, and 12th grade year of Alden, helping him mentally and academically and being able to stay on course to be a high-profile player for those parents that's watching those kids that might be in the 9th or the 10th grade that might be struggling early on in their career.
The struggles are going to come. They have to be able to take the adversity. They have to be able to take the criticism, whether it's unwarranted or if they feel like, it's not fair. They have to be able to take it, even the parents, because sometimes sitting in the stands, you'll hear the parents want to be like, well, you didn't do this to my son.
Right.
No. Alden had this, after that game, he changed, after that game, that Warren Easton game.
I know
he came in and he said, Ma, he said, this is what I want to do. He said, I need your help. He said, I need you to get me to the people that's going to teach me to be the best that I can be. So after that, because you were at the awards banquet where Coach Bryce said that Alden came back that next year because he had changed not just his spirit but his mind.
Right.
And he had private quarterback coaching. He had coaches that taught him how to read defenses.
Mm-hmm.
When he became a junior, he actually was living, his schedule was like what it would be in college because there were colleges calling him and coaches was telling them what their regimen was. Alden started living that regimen in his junior year, like getting up at 5 in the morning.
And you was cool. And you was cool with that?
I was cool because I was up. I was up. Because he wasn't driving. He didn't want to drive. He said, "Ma, the $400 that it's going to cost for me to drive, you put that on me learning my skill and perfecting my skill." He said, "I have time to drive." He said, "This is and that's what I did." And we were up at 5 o'clock in the morning. My car has like 70,000 miles on it, and it's only like a 2015 because we have been to South Carolina, Dallas 4 times, bringing him back and forwards to where he needed to go to be what he wanted to be. And the only thing he owed to me was A's and B's on his report card. That's all he owed to me.
That's amazing.
That's amazing, man. I hope a lot of parents are listening in and listening to the sacrifice. That's the biggest thing. Sacrifice.
That's what it is.
Miss Jimmy, I'm about to draw a huge. Like I'm about to be a recruiter right now. I'm about to be a big recruiter right now, Miss Jimmy. Now, if your son is interested in any fraternities out there,
Oh man.
I.e. any of the Black Letter Greek organizations.
He is already. He wants to be. Is it a Q dog?
Oh! Jimmy, tell him there's still time to make a good chance. Look, tell him it takes a distinguished gentleman to be a Sigma man, and if he needs a letter of recommendation,
boy, they got some Sigmas on that. Or they got some Sigmas on that call coaching stand. That's probably gonna be trying to get him in there too.
That's what I'm saying. Look, you got me, you got Coach T. But look, we there. Don't go to dog.
Hey, Jimmy, listen, we gotta get ready to wrap up this show. I got one question before I get you to go. Are you an LSU fan?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
I ran a little promo here with Marcus Spears saying that the team now is a mediocre program. What is your take on this? Because we got to get ready to wrap up.
They are right now. They have a lot of work to do. They have a lot. I think they are mediocre. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But they are mediocre.
She know how you is. She know how you is.
I watched that game Saturday. I had to turn it off. I was too mad.
Boy, that game Saturday was depressing.
Miss Jimmy, look, I'm by me being a coach, I'm always gonna be optimistic. I guess that's just the coach in me. I can't look at the negative, because if I look at the negative, then I'll be a bad coach myself. So I always gotta look at the positive. And I don't, when I watch football, I don't look at it as a fan. I look at it like from the coaching aspect. So I'm always, you know what I'm saying. But like if I step back and just be realistic right now, like with that, look. I think we started getting mediocre when Les was afraid to change what he was trying to do.
Right.
And then you bring Coach O into it, and then some people just expect when you get a new coach, results gonna change like that. And they don't. You got to get this coach got to get his guys in here. He got to he changed the culture a little bit, but you got to get kids in that believe and buy into that culture right away. So you can't go from playing in the Cotton Bowl to playing in the Final Four in 1 year just because of a coaching change.
It's a great point.
So I accept it, but as a fan, you never want to hear your team is sad.
I'm a diehard fan and a diehard LSU fan. I do or die with them.
So look, I'm gonna fight. Look, even if it don't make sense, I'm gonna fight with it, and I'm just gonna make it sound. Look, he gonna sound interesting, and even if you wasn't an LSU fan, you know what? Big Him might be right. I'm gonna tip for him.
Y'all have a good night. I love y'all's show.
Hey, Jimmy, make sure
I'll see y'all next Thursday. But y'all have a good night.
And make sure you tell Alden I said what's up, man. Keep doing this thing. Keep on progressing, man. Academically and athletically.
All right. Bye-bye.
Tell them stay prayed up and think about the Sigmas because we want it. Jimmy.
He recruiting, baby.
All right.
Well, listen.
See, Coach,
that's Jimmy Hickman, man. Look. That's Jimmy Hickman, man. Passionate parent, man. That was there for her son throughout that whole 3 years of starting at Edna Carr, man, and our son going on to do great things at Arkansas State. And I'm telling you, bro, if more parents had that mindset, this coaching, the coaching profession, and these kids that's playing high school football it'll be a much better place.
Hey, bro,
I probably agree with that.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. In life, your kids go just as far as you push them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Sacrifice
comes with the push. And when you sacrifice for your children with hard work, you know what I'm saying? And
the right way
of view what your child trying to do, bro. I mean, as a parent, man, that's
it's gratifying, bro.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
It like to hear her talk, it
was inspiring.
It was. But the thing was, it was no regret in that voice. It wasn't like, man, I had to get up at 5. It was like, you gee, I was up. He wasn't driving. I'm going there. Look, I put $70,000 a month, but it wasn't like no stress. It was like it's okay because my baby lived up to his part, and so I gotta live up to my part. And look, the end result is there.
Hey, bro,
he in college,
and all you had to do. And all you had to do is don't make no C's, no B's, no D's, no L's.
Now look, Miss Jimmy,
Tell cookie,
Miss Jimmy. But hey, bro, I done got whooped. I done caught that Greyhound to where I was trying to go.
On that mega bus.
But I was trying, but my best. But you know, I was trying. I was trying. Oh man! If I could take Miss G every class, right? AB, I might have been valedictorian.
Man, that was a great call in right there by Miss Jimmy, man. I hope it had a lot of parents that got athletes playing in high school.
Call in next. Hey, parents next Thursday who have kids of high school.
We ain't even get to the Kyrie Irving interview, man.
Oh, really?
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
I don't want to talk bad about. Look, we talk bad about my football college. You damn sure ain't gonna talk bad about one of the best players that come from my.
What happened with Kyrie Irving, bro?
Just to say, bro.
Just to say, bro. Hold on. What happened with Kyrie?
Hey, we 3 minutes.
To you.
Hey, we 3 minutes over.
Hold on, man. What happened with Kyrie?
The show about to start behind us,
We're
man.
gonna talk about it off air, P.
You understand?
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, listen.
Producer said it.
Hey, time to wrap up. We gotta go. Listen, thank you for everybody tuning in to FanView. Again, it's FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports every Thursday, start at 6 p.m. There's a lot of shout outs we want to give out.
Blue Boom, Miss Jimmy. Our first female caller too. Give a big round.
Yeah, round of applause.
Hey, I was like, hold on, our pretty voice on the phone. Hold on, get your mind right, get it together, get your act together.
Shout out to our first, a lot of our first time callers like Andrew, who also was commenting on the line.
Right.
Pop.
You dig? Charles Parrish.
You know what I'm saying? Neil Farrell. You know,
Donovan Roberson.
Travis Smith.
You know.
Jeffrey Mosley, Christopher Garrett,
Timo,
Chris Dominic. You know, some in our faithfuls, Akeem, PJ, Timo. I know we got some more of our faithfuls on here.
Big homie Travis Smith, you understand?
Slick Daddy, yep.
DJ Slick Daddy,
Tim Buck.
Hey, there you go.
You know what I mean? Hey, bro, we appreciate everybody who holler at you, man. You understand? And that just let us know, bro. You know, y'all tuning in, y'all watching. And we appreciate everything that everybody does to help keep us here talking on
make this show what
Thursday.
it is. Make this show what it is.
Look, let me tell you. Look, we all on social media. We all got multiple outlets. You know, whether it's Twitter or Facebook. Most of us are Facebook friends.
Instagram.
If Instagram. Look, if it's something that's going on in sports that y'all want us to talk about, feel free to drop a line. Y'all can drop it on our FanView Live page. Y'all can hit us up directly on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. You know, look, the show's called FanView. Y'all the fans. This is y'all view. Don't let us bring it always to the table.
Let's go to New Orleans Talk Network, baby. NOT.com. You feel me? Hit the app up.
Appreciate y'all, man. I ain't lying, man. I just appreciate the connect that we getting with all these fans around, man, all over the state, man. People from even in the other states, man, calling in, commenting, man. We really appreciate y'all, man. The passion that y'all showing, it mean a lot to us.
Hey, man, look, what it showing me, man, like, it don't matter whether you from the West Bank, from the East Bank, from the Tri-Parish. Look, if you put out good work and you support one another, we can all grow together. That's what we doing, man. We growing together.
That's facts.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
Evolving.
Yeah, baby.
And keeping your tickets straight.
Once again, public service announcement.
All your courtroom situations together.
The people's person coming with the PSA of the moment.
You understand?
After dark.
That's what's
Look,
up.
is it ladies' night? Oh no, seafood night.
Seafood night. That's what's up.
They got oysters, baby.
You know I don't do the
Charbon
oysters.
oysters, baby. I don't do the oysters, you know
but
what I'm saying?
I'll do that free crawfish and crab.
And don't forget about it. 3G, steak night, baby.
Steak night, baby. That's
with that
true,
potato. How they do that? The potato like that. What they do? They do not want to tell me.
Hey, you might get that fish plate though. Hey, I'm telling you.
Hey,
look, I love my mama.
Don't do it.
I ain't gonna say it.
Don't do it.
But Pops, look.
Trade me a piece of my steak for your fish.
But look, Pops, no, I've been braiding his refrigerator since middle school, man.
Listen, man, y'all have a great night. Listen, don't forget next Thursday, we back on live, baby. FanView, Real Fans Talk Sports, every 6 p.m. right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. FanView Live.
Yeah. I'm sorry we couldn't get to the Kyrie Irving trade. I mean, it's Kyrie Irving interview. I'm sorry.
Well.
G Sports, man. We signing out, man.
Coach Head.
Fred, baby.
Coach Head.
And y'all know me. Just the people person over here, you understand? P all day, every day, big homie.
Don't know his name. What was that? What was that Wild Way? What was that Wild Way?
Oh, man.
Well, everybody, this is Big Homie here, where you can catch me out on Facebook at Henry Hey Singleton, or you can catch me on Twitter at HeyYoU15, babe.
Yeah, you know me, just a people person right here. I ain't got no Twitter, nothing like that, so you can look me up on Facebook at Patrick Slim Goody Jones.
It's your boy Fred. Look, you can check me out on Twitter at BFredJones, baby.
Yeah, this is G with G Sports, man. You catch me on Twitter, G_paid in full 08.
Pay me the money. Money.